Hangman's Gambit. Thank you, Masafumi Takada, for making that wonderful buzz banger. Because, you know, that's the one from Dang It Ron Paul. Let's get started. Alright, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Hardcore, and we're back today with even more action Taimanin. You know it, I love it, and we love seeing these girls get relevant changes that actually make a difference in their playstyle. Today we're going to be looking over good old Miss Sussy Shisui. She's the big lady herself, the one that everybody loves to say, oh, she's slow Emily. She doesn't do that much for me. She's boring. She's not as cool as Emily. She's not as pretty. Well, Shisui today has brought to us something that, well, she desperately kind of needed. Was an update for the most part. This update, to say the least, has very substantial amount of changes for her. Well, not so much. The other two, because this is part of the triangle update system that they've been having for the last about year and a half, is Astaroth gets an update, Sue gets an update, and Shisui gets pretty drastic changes. So let's start off with seeing what these do in the first place. So let's go to Gacha. Let's see what old Wolf Job does. Horokuakami Kamui. The Silver Wolf Howl. We checked this out the other day, but the Yin Mirror effect. This is part of her passive we'll take a look at in a second. But either way, glad everybody could make it today. It's a Friday night. It's usually not my Saturdays, but I just gotta get it done today because I have to go to work tomorrow. So we have Yin Mirror. Every time you defeat somebody, Guardian and Shisui's speed increases by a percentage, damage increases by a percentage, and their damage dealt to super armor increases by a fixed percentage for 10 seconds. So, obviously this is for mobbing. If you have enemies that have any sort of capacity where a Guardian can go beat them up and just fight them for the most part, and just keep the stacks going and keep this boost up, that'll be fine. But the Yin Mirror thing is, this is all just an extra. Guardian applying Yin Mirror is the most important thing here. But what does Yin Mirror do? So we gotta go over here to Sussy Shisui. Lots of S's, because she's being super duper today, to say the least. Because now we have Yin Yang Mirror. So Yang Mirror is when Guardian inflicts an attack, it decreases. It's an attack down to an enemy. That is, you know, whatever they're fighting, you know, maxes out at 50% attack down, which helps very much for her survivability. This thing is insane stuff, to say the least. She already didn't have much problems, you know, dying because she's a massive brick wall of a character. She didn't have, you know, problems like this 2.5 to 3 years ago when she was released, and now she just won't ever. Now she applies, now when you have the weapon together with a Wolf Job, you can apply Yin Mirror, because Shisui also attacks physically. You have to attack with her herself to increase Guardian's damage by 10%, you know, for 5 seconds, and it maxes out at 10. Obviously, the goal is to get both of those effects active at the same time. Shisui herself is extremely slow and fragile. Well, not so much fragile, but she's extremely slow. Like, every time she swings her fists around, I want to rip my hair out because she's just getting caught up in the storm and taking tons of damage. The whole plan with Shisui for the longest time was to let Guardian do the work, because that's where all of her damage is. Effectively, you are the familiar at this point, where you're just walking around and, you know, not doing negligible damage. The fact that when you get Wolf Job is when you can now apply both sides, Yin, Yang, and Yin Mirror, so Guardian is now able to apply attack down and do double damage at all times, because Guardian has to do everything. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And obviously, 2 other characters got are part of this renewal as well. Astaroth already had hers, but this time it got a very substantial update for hers, because she now finally has a passive. It took many years to get this, but she's finally here. Land of the Inferno. It puts a field on her feet every time she uses a skill. This is a frame 1 ability. You drop this as soon as you fire off, Lava Serpent, Supernova, Hellblaze. Those will apply at her feet immediately. Damage is dynamic in this game, where if you're in a field effect and you go in and out of it, the damage will immediately reflect that. You could even see this in the promotional video they used for this. So it has an attack and a speed reduction of enemies when they're inside the field. So when she's up in the nose of some enemy like Murasaki or some other boss, it's a pretty substantial slow to actually hold them down. And it makes them weaker too, so Astaroth can live longer and also escape. And then it also has a gigantic speed and attack boost to Micah, Ingrid, and herself when they're inside the field. The field itself is pretty small, but it's, okay to say the best. But the fact alone is that it's a 50% attack boost and a 10% speed boost, which is 10% is fine. That helps clean up the last couple of frames of her animations. And also, a 50% damage boost is phenomenal. If Micah is able to stand in the field or anything like that when their attacks go off, because both of these girls have large persisting attacks. And especially if you can have Ingrid stand inside of one of these, or Micah, since they have large piercing projectiles that stay on the field for a long time in the form of Relentless Explosion, Evil Heat Blast, and her big Fireball, those skills just get a dramatic damage boost. But if you're letting the AI use them, it's going to be a bit difficult because AI Astaroth is not very good for this. So this is designed for personal play. And obviously, since the damage is dynamic and all of Astaroth's attacks have travel time to them, for the most part, this 50% attack boost is pretty dramatic. And she also got a lot more changes to her character through this update. Let's take a look at Sussy Jingle. 2 sussy characters today, 1 imposter, 2 crewmates. Who's going to be the one? She herself now finally gets a passive. And of course, it's certainly something. I gave it a little bit of a try, but it's, if you like Sue, good job. You finally get something, but it's okay. So she's got release. When the gauge increases when attacking using skills gets hurt. So she effectively gets to play, it's a gauge that fills up by doing whatever you're going to do normally, which is just like Kara's. So whenever the gauge reaches its maximum, she gets permanent super armor, attack boost that scales with combos, and performs a fast consecutive attack to nearby enemies with flames. So she gets an aura. She can't heal. Her super armor skill is now irrelevant, and she gets to be a little faster and do some more damage. She is a very unfortunate character, to say the least, because this is pretty much what happens. We're in we're going to be in year 7 for Action Taimanin. So at this point, they're doing a lot of small changes in terms of increasing stats, and later on, increasing rarity. We'll check that out after this. But it's not Shoyu Jinkai, it's oh, there it is, Ryurinko. There it is. So you would typically want to take this as your 4th skill because, alright, less damage. She finally has super armor so her attacks can get off. But it's tough luck, guys. It's not the greatest. Sadly, Sue gets another update that has a, negligible benefit to her, because the other 2 characters that got something today is they're pretty dramatic. So let's take a look at the update page. Let me go over there. It's good to see everybody though. Thanks everybody showing up and rolling on in. It's always good to see everyone. Sussy Shisui's big update. An elite counter by Australia. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, Hoshino, what are you doing, girl? Alright, white text jump scare. Here we go, F11. Well, no, you're pretty much just wishing for her to have the overclock mechanic, where it's permanent super armor and a massive, massive damage boost. It's pretty much what it is. But it's also, now she just doesn't have any healing because, one of Saika's things is, oh, she can not only dish it out, but she can take it just as well. She's rock solid. So then we have, oh, let's move that song along. No. There we go. So now we have the July 7th maintenance newsletter. So we'll check out the unique skills added. Got to talk about that. Special packages. That's okay. And obviously every time you get the, okay, it's that time of year. It's like we're getting another renewal. They have the package update. You can get a copy of it. Get a whole bunch of stuff. Play missions with them using their specific color skills. Do that. So now we go to 1.3 is the balance adjustments. The performance of Sue, Astaroth, and Shisui haven't been improved. What does Sue get? She gets the release gauge, and we talked about that. Land of Inferno. We just talked about the passive and what it does. Shisui, Yin Yang Mirror. So what happens now is slot effect has been revived for Shogun Kyaku. Instead of particle charge, well, now she gets to go to 10%. Very cool. So now the skill cooldown for Hellblaze, which was like 21 seconds, has been reduced. The damage increased for Astaroth's skill Supernova, because why not? And the cooldown decreased and damage increased for Lava Servant, Flame Haze, Prominence, and Serpent Blaze. All skills people want to use with her. So now all of the stuff, all three of her color skills and all of her contingency options now get a lower cooldown. So, okay, because this is what I was talking about in the sense that when we're in late life gacha, these the characters now don't really get they're mechanically cornered at the very for like how they play, so they can't really do too much to them. So what they're doing now is like they're giving pretty significant stat boosts so they can be somewhat competitive against some of the game's newer characters or some of the more busted renewals. So in this case, cooldown decreased and damage increased for all the skills that she likes to use, and it's like, ugh, gross. It's something I expected, because it's like there's no room for them mechanically to go anywhere unless they make a new character. So they need to do these big steroid injections to characters who have been around for a while. Because Astaroth is like a year one character, and yet she's still remained relevant to this very day because of her ease of use, simplicity, damage output, and now she has a little bit more utility. So now Astaroth is like, okay, I'm just gonna nuke you. That's her whole thing. So private room theme package cruise ship, you can check that out. When this package goes away, you can get that yourself in the thingy. Thorn of Lamentation has been up there for our weekly mission. Log in for a week, get yourself some platinum gacha tickets, Rainbow Tenzaku, all this kind of cool stuff. Do your event missions, get your red carnation. Celebrate Mother's Day, because this is like the Mother's Day situation. Mothers and daughters, gotta love them. So let's see, event period. Yeah. So now we have Oboro Hates Summer. That's another stuff. It's like, this is a big week. And then we have Pickup Gacha, all the stuff. There we go. The new special mode has been added for Sora's archery practice. So we got Wii Sports up in the place. Great. Avoid the foxfires, calculate the wind, and make a precision shot and score high. New special mode celebratory event. Play the mission. It's actually pretty cool. You gotta try it. So now we have Golden Pass. We've got Mikami Chizu. She's up in his house. Gotta love it. Pick that up. There you go. Gotta get this big Golden Pass over here. Summer Beach. We got, we got the dump truck, and then we got, the grader over here. Damn. Any plans for Anrose and Squad? Nope. And then we have Summer Beach, the rerun for that. So obviously we'll pick ourselves up the blind bitch and a super big butt over here. And then we have game improvements. Added new achievements related to the private room. I got some of those today when I was making today's thumbnail of Shisui. So it's like share stuff, move things around, add 4 people, do all kinds of stuff. Updated the campaign mark display UI. You can now touch the campaign mark to view detailed information. When you use EXP increasing items, characters who have reached their max level will display their EXP value as max. Fixed an issue where Phantasma's costume would not appear correctly, and fixed a problem where her hair would intermittently render during the post-victory battle scene with Battle-Scarred Rinko or Hunter's Apparition. Lower amount of cheaters, they're all in squad now. So let's go over, so that's good. So this is the more important time. Yes, it's, well, usually on Friday we play other games, but I have to do this today because tomorrow I will not be home for a lot. I will be home way too late to do this. So today we have also, they released this yesterday, which is the developer's note for the second half of 2026. Can you believe it, guys? It's July. Christmas in July, and they're going to give us some news. So greetings, Action Taimanin commanders. We have already passed the first half of 26 and welcome the second half of the year. In this note, we're going to take a look back at the updates of the first half and guide you in our updated direction. So our update review. We've introduced changes to Daily Quest and Total War that have been maintained for a long time without significant shifts. Daily Quest is very true because we are approaching the 7th year and nothing has changed. So Daily Quest, new lineup because they shuffled the entire thing from every single difficulty level. And now they have hidden bosses. It's a fresh combat experience along with bonus rewards. The only problem I have with it is that it takes long. I can complete more hard missions than I can expert missions at one time. In Total War, they added Astaroth. With defeating the existing Edwin Black demanded raw high firepower, Astaroth is designed to test responsiveness against high mobility, encouraging players to use diverse strategies centered around ranged attacks. So now we just have to find the strongest ranged characters we have, and the Sora meta came back again. And obviously, Sora could not hold that spot for very long because they don't like her for some reason. So we got Ina Titchester up into his house because, god damn it, she deserved it. Another ranged character who certainly deserved it. In the special mode, the archery minigame starring Sora is added. Dodge obstacles, it's Wii Sports Archery. Furthermore, new playable characters, Yukikaze and Mikami Chizu were updated. They literally forgot about Mary. Come on, guys. I know I didn't do anything for Mary because she fucking sucks. But there's been 3 characters released too. I know Yukikaze and Michizu were very profitable for them for sure. And I like both of these gals for sure. Clone Yukikaze is an absolute fucking monster in range damage, and Shizu is the best support we've ever gotten in the entire game, and she looks good doing it. We have designed these additions so players could experience distinctly different playstyles, with Yukikaze having flashy and exhilarating combat with high-speed action, and you fucking got that right, and Shizu, who possesses a charming experience backed by various supportive capabilities. We will continue to work hard to present appealing characters and diverse combat styles that suit them. We hope that said updates will have translated it into fresh gameplay experiences, and we will continuously review and improve upon the feedback provided by players. They forgot Mary, because Mary fucking sucks. Yep. So here's the really big important thing about this, is the upcoming second half updates. Collaboration playable character Maya Cordelia joins the battle. This coming August, yes, this August is our next character, which is going to be Maya Cordelia from Prison Battleship 2. It's not Alicia, it's Maya. Will join the fight as a playable collaboration character. Although Maya will arrive as a limited character, obtainable only during a specific period, we want to ensure that as many commanders as possible can enjoy this collaboration opportunity. Therefore, we're going to provide a method to recruit her not only with paid packages, but also with gems. Detailed information regarding the new package details and specific sales schedules will be provided in a future notice, which will probably mean, hey, remember that update before, like, a week before the game, or like the, when August comes out? That's when we're going to tell you how you're going to be doing it. Obviously, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's going to be interesting. My whole thing with this is they obviously just added a new they added Alicia Viewstream, a new unit for her in RPGX, and they also put in I think it was around April, two new like Kagami drawn units for in RPGX for oh my god, it's Naomi and Lieri. Both of them got new units in there as well. So now they're gonna be playable. So I think maybe they're trying to do some sort of big push for Prison Battleship, which is honestly pretty great. It's one of their series that I wouldn't say they've neglected over the years, because they certainly released all 3 parts as a collection, and then they tried doing the school version, which is it's debatable. Well, I mean, it's another internal collaboration. It's been 4 years since our last one, and our last one was not very good because Anne Rose is permanently paid. You can't get her at any sort of capacity, and for the longest time, she was terrible. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. She just, I mean, fucking shit. Kerr and I whooped her ass for the longest time, and now Anne Rose, she's better. I wouldn't say she's like, the absolute like pay to win monster that she actually is, because you still need her weapon for it, and you need maximum copies. Obviously, that's not the best thing. Yeah, Maya is not obviously like the big winner of these type of polls. Everybody was looking for like the characters like from Tentacle and Witches, the first 2 girls from Kengoku Senkin. Everyone else, I would have preferred if we got Alicia from 2. It's a very odd choice. So it makes you wonder, it's like, are we going to do something for 3? It's like, it's weird. It's like, this is odd. Because it's odd in the sense it's like, Maya? Okay. But this is also like, this is a huge, they don't treat it like what it's supposed to be. This is actually a pretty damn huge addition, because this is like the first physically playable, like, character that is not like in Taba or an RPGX. They're putting her in there in the fucking thing in the first place. So it's like, what is this and what's going on? They're not treating it like it needs to be treated, which is actually a pretty goddamn huge event. And that's the one thing I don't like is, I understand they put all their resources into RPGX and stuff, but it's, why? It's like, why? It's like, why do they do that? It's like, they need to be promoting this more often. They needed to have they need to have led this up, like not just drop it in the letter and then like small stuff throughout. They needed to have spent effectively like, all right, Shisui got her stuff updated. They need to spend the entire month getting us ready for it, because at least they are saying it's going to be for gems in some capacity. So that's good. That way it's like, this is an Anne Rose 2 situation. She's paid, but also with gems. So it makes me wonder, how many gems? How many gems is this going to be? Is this going to be a 4,000 gem situation? Is she going to be another 12er? We'll see. But anyways, Maya is a character who maneuvers focused energy in battle, featuring a combat style focused on short and rapid attacks. Building upon a foundation of close-range combat utilizing skills with short cooldowns, she can utilize a variety of combat tic-tacs, such as infusing your sword with chi to extend the blade for wide-range strikes, or using chi blasts to suppress distant enemies. We hope you look forward to playing her, whose action-packed moves capture all the charm of the original work and enjoying a brand new combat experience. From what I remember, let's see, Maya is a sword user. So that means it's Maya's a sword user, so it's anything she's going to probably copy Ingrid. So we're probably going to have our 3rd Ingrid copying ability, our 3rd Ingrid user. So there you go, guys. If you've been saving up all your Ingrid stuff, which you should be saving your Ingrid stuff, because she's a good girl. She's a good gal. She's a good girl even. You can use it for Ingrid, because I can't think of any other stuff it would be for. What's up, everybody? It's going to be great. Glad to see you, Jeff and Gorg. Oh, Gorg, my man, the greatest Sue player who ever lived. What did you think of the update for Sue? I want to hear you on that one. Live Gorg reaction. Let's see. Here it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. New rarity tier added for weapons and supporters. To expand the growth threshold for commanders, a new highest rarity tier, LR, will be introduced in August. Since its launch in 2019, which is 7 years ago, AT has operated its weapon and supporter grading system under the R, SR, and UR framework. As we have maintained the same growth structure for a long period, we are adding the LR tier, a grade above UR, to provide commanders with new progression goals and a powerful sense of accomplishment. The introduction of the LR tier is being designed so that commanders can effectively utilize their existing URs and resources to expand into LR. Please look forward to strengthening your characters to the next level and devising new strategies for the upcoming high difficulty content. Well, this is obviously an inevitability. LR was going to happen because every game that starts getting older starts adding a new level of rarity and a new level of like upgrading to obviously keep the treadmill going for our longtime players, because we have already a bunch of passes for owning a bunch of shit, maxing out stuff, and it's like, cool, now we have another rarity to start dealing with, because God forbid they now start putting that stuff into the gacha, which will be even worse. I think you can do the surprise mission, at least from what I can see. But I think it is bugged because I got a carnation out of it. But it wasn't working. When Sue passive triggers, should clear all debuffs on her. How about giving her like a healing tick? That would be really nice. Just give her something to help just shore that up slightly. Because the girl needs her help. I left the cup somewhere. Damn. So this is like, this is a late life situation. This is exactly what I expected to happen to some point, because this, I think it was last year sometime, we got the ability to craft demonites and able to get like, that stuff. Whenever they start giving you a way to, easily get upgrade materials for like lower rank stuff, is when they're going to start adding something like a pretty dramatic change. Because you can follow the entire life of Grand Blue Fantasy, which is a very old Japanese style gacha, and they added in another like the 6-star ascendancy program, which is like for going from 200 to 250, and it's absolute shit to do, and it requires so many resources, and you can't use normal stuff either to upgrade them, like with your gold bars or your choco bars or anything like that. You have to use like specific stuff and like sands and all those things in the first place. So you probably can't use demonites or anything like that for these, or you need like a $60 item to just upgrade them one level. I hope they don't have anything like it's, we have the 5-5 system going on right now, which is probably what's going on. I hope they're not like I get my, I don't know, Felicia supporter. That's like one of my core 5-5. No, it's my Pirate Kiara supporter, that's a 5-5 for demons, to one of my core pieces. They're going to do like, okay, you have the LR version now. So it starts at 110, but it like loses a whole bunch of shit and has like a bunch of upgrades behind it. This will probably be much more relevant for weapons, because weapons are the ones that obviously determine all that stuff in the first place. They determine your damage for the most part, and then all the supporters are modifiers. So it'll probably be like you pick one character and level them up, and you see where it goes from there. But anyways, next up is Guild War. The joint training is added. A new feature where you can take on challenges together with your fellow club members for joint training will be added. They already have the tickets in the game, so it's probably going to be implemented somewhere around October. So joint training, dude read the Mao, is a game mode where club members will challenge a common enemy, and the individual play results are aggregated to determine the overall achievement of the entire club. Commanders will be able to hire characters trained by other club members as mercenaries for battle, allowing you to strategically formulate your team composition based on rosters. Each season will be run on a round-by-round basis, and the overall ranking will be determined by combining the results of each round. In addition to rewards based on ranking, individual rewards reflecting participation and contribution will also be distributed. That's why they've done these other UI updates for the clubs and such, which also reminds me I need to start cleaning house for mine, because I have 9 people who haven't logged in. I need to get rid of them. I gotta start posting it again so I can get this stuff ready. Because in addition to these features, AT will sequentially provide various improvements and content addition based on the valuable feedback of our commanders. To express our gratitude for the commanders who have always supported the game, we got a small gift. We ask for your continued interest and anticipation from AT in the future. Coupon code, whatever that means, valid until August the 9th. So you too can get all that stuff. Because it's like, my ass logs in every single day. Well, I try to log in every single day, but that's just not possible in some cases. 250 days though of not logging in is pretty terrible. Because like right here in Grandma's Boys, we have a total of 8 people who log in, and here, look at that. We'll end up calling it out. Let's go. Where is it? Where's my members? We have 21 spots. Previous week's attendance. Look at that. It's like 186 days, 111, 81. I need to get rid of these guys. Because anyone who doesn't log in for like less than 5 days is not doing it. Even this guy over here is like, all right, dude, you can't be doing that. Because I need people to donate so I can level up my stuff. Like some of you guys, at least I know some of you are in here, and it's like you guys donate more than I do, because it's like I can't do everything. Because I think the only thing I have like to upgrade for that is yeah, this goes to 20, so I don't have enough for it. Update the pass, receive all, yum. Not completed. Finally we get clan content. Yeah, so I need to post that. I need to clean up all the other stuff for like that. Obviously that one guy who was hasn't logged in for 100-something days. It's like I can't be having that, dude. It's not even like you're not even logging in for the first place and doing stuff. It's you're not even logging in. I can't have that. And we need to get resources ready for this for when they finally do the update. Let's see. So let's go play around with the events. Oboro hates summer. Can you believe it? The hateocracy will conquer club content. It's like, well, I'm not... Grandma's Boys is not the hateocracy. It's mostly doing that. You sometimes miss days? I miss days. I missed fucking yesterday because I wanted to do something else. I came home and I wanted to go to sleep. So let's get Shisui. Let's go get the one supporter that matters for her. Is a natural Shisui herself. I can't find her. I can't find Shisui anymore. I don't fucking need her. Oh, it's already equipped. Where is Shisui? Shisui, where are you? Oh god, I'm so alone. I see Minasaki, and I was almost about ready to equip her, but I have to remember this is action, not squad. It's like, oh, Minasaki in the first slot. I need to put her in there so she can get the boosts. Take it off of Felicia. Take off Hanasaki Ozora for turtling. Every normal attack inflicts bleed. Can you believe it? I don't need that. There we go, the kill people. So let's see. Because I've been using her arena weapon for the last several years. Because I don't have the like her proper supporter for it, but I do have a copy of Wolf Job, so that's fine with me. Because now it can apply the Yin Mirror effect. So now Shisui can, well, Shisui is back to not doing anything. That's right. I downloaded the Nikki OST. I put that in our rotation. Okay, everybody, it's time to read. So it's a dark office, illuminated only by the faint bluish glow emanated from the machine. In the dark, deserted room, a woman stands admiring herself in a full-length mirror alone. Oh, who could be doing that, guys? Oh, it's Oboro. I don't look half bad, do I? Driven by some kind of whim, she was examining herself in the mirror wearing nothing but a swimsuit, nothing but a smile. Wearing a swimsuit that perfectly accentuated her shapely physique, she amused herself by striking some poses. As she imagined the faces of those insufferable jerks, a wicked smile spreads across her lips. Which one? But her cruel smirk slowly begins to contort as she stares into her own reflection. Oh no, she's having body issues. I don't look half bad. What the hell am I doing? The moment that crossed her mind, a wave of profound self-loathing welled up from deep within her. Oh no, she's got bulimia. Ah! With a shriek, she swings her fist as if trying to strike herself in the mirror. The mirror shatters into 1,000 jagged shards and drenches her hands in blood. Metal as fuck there, Oboro. But she doesn't even flinch. Instead, she furiously glares at the fractured pieces on the floor. Look, it's Venom Oboro. What in the world has made her so angry? To find out, the time must be turned back just a little. Nomad's a massive criminal syndicate that rules the dark underground of the metropolis of Yomohara. Yet despite its foundation, Nomad maintains the facade of a legitimate megacorporation. As with any organization in mainstream society, quite a few of them receive summer breaks, traveling to holiday resorts just to flee the seasonal heat. The grunts gather outside their respective supervisors' offices to get their vacations authorized. Inevitably, those who work under the same supervisor are bound to swap vacation plans, share trips on travel spots, and laugh together over lively, casual chatter. Well, I went to that bitch near Tokyo Kingdom last year. It was awesome because there were so many hot ladies. Ooh, yeah, baby. You're going to that same spot this year? I'm planning to go to that new water park. Oboro remained perfectly still, watching with cold indifference as her underlings carried on their festive high spirits. Under normal circumstances, none of them would dare utter such idle words in her presence. Called the bewitching spell of a summer vacation, but every single one of her subordinates was practically buzzing with excitement. TSK. Oh, Lena! Have you all gotten summer vacation too? I'm heading to the beach with Miss Ingrid this year. Lena suddenly appeared out of nowhere and joined in on the conversation. Used to how she was, the Oboro ninja troupe didn't skip a beat, seamlessly drawing her into the loop as they kept chatting about their plans. Whoa, with Miss Ingrid herself? That's fantastic, Lena. I didn't get to rest all last year due to so much chaos, but this year, I'm going to enjoy the beach to its fullest. With Miss Ingrid, of course. Ooh. I hear that the vacation spot is famous for its Japanese sweets. I'll bring back some as souvenirs for everybody. Oh, you really don't have to, but since you're offering, I'll take a few. Oh, good. You wait. As they continue to share plans and promise other souvenirs, the atmosphere gets more festive. But Oboro's insides are charring black with every word they speak. This is going to be the fucking Grinch, but with vacations. I can already see it. And for good reason. She is a vampire. Yeah. Due to her condition, she cannot step beneath the sun. She will burn to death and leave nothing but a pile of ash behind. Go on, Oboro, get a vacation. For Oboro, the idea of a summer beach with bright sunlight is a forbidden paradise that she can never behold again. And yet, these subordinates of hers are rubbing their trivial joys of vacation in her very wound of existence. Oboro feels the limit of her self-control being tested as she gazes upon Lena. Ah, must be nice for you, isn't it? Some of us can't even bask in the sun, let alone on the beach. The insinuation was blatant. The other Oboro Ninja Troop members recoiled as their faces drained of color, but Lena stood there completely oblivious and responded with a bright smile. Oh yeah, dude, I'm really looking forward to this trip to the ocean with Miss Ingrid. Huh? Oboro stares at her, stunned into silence by an unexpected response. The ninja troops sensed the shift in the air and glanced at Oboro. As they caught sight of her pale and cold expression, they scrambled back, holding their breath. Well, we still have some work to finish. We're out of here. Oh, is that so? Well, you should finish up soon so you can enjoy your vacation without a single worry. Please, for the love of everything, stop talking. The Oboro ninja troops screamed internally as they ran off. Oh, it's wonderful to see them so dedicated to their work. Well, I'll make sure to get everyone the best souvenirs. A hollow chuckle escapes Oboro as she looks at Lena smiling brightly. Deep in her heart, a dark desire to destroy that smile arises, but she grinds her teeth, forcing the impulse down. A high-ranking executive of Nomad shouldn't be throwing a tantrum like a child because she's missing a trip to the beach. Besides, trying to explain this to Lena would only make her feel more pathetic. I don't care, alright? Just get out of my sight. Okay, but wait, Miss Oboro. Oh, what is it? I heard that you gave up your vacation and volunteered to pull duty at the Yomihara headquarters facility this summer. Your dedication to your subordinates is truly moving. Oh, I'm so incredibly touched by your selfishness. Yeah, selfishness, they'll say that. I promise I'll bring you back the absolute best souvenir from the beach as a sign of our gratitude. The last thread of Oboro's restraint was finally about to snap. She clenched her fists and her face flushed in crimson rage. Is she trying to start a war? I could kill her right here and now. Lena, what are you doing? Oh, Miss Ingrid. Oh, wow. All right, everybody, let's clap. Clap for Ingrid. There we go. Brown Lady arrives. I'll be off then, Miss Oboro. The exact moments Oboro's killing intent reached its zenith, Ingrid appeared, and just like that, Lena went away in her direction, like she's skipping off like fucking Mickey Mouse. Oboro, excuse us. And with that, the two of them walked away. Ingrid probably didn't even have time to acknowledge what Lena had done to Oboro. Yet the way she departed with a casual flick of her eyes toward Oboro left her reeling. To Oboro, it only looked as though Ingrid were sneering at her. Look at her, she's shaking. She's shaking in her fucking boots. After that humiliating incident, Oboro had retrieved the swimsuit from deep within her drawer to make herself feel better. But looking into the mirror now, well, the reflection does not offer any comfort. Just reminds her of the incident from a while ago. Her rage was boiling, unable to be contained. Unforgivable. I'm never going to forgive her. No, never. Not now, not ever. I'm going to Kenny Rogers roast her ass. Because not while I'm trapped in here with this wretched facility. Even when she looked objectively beautiful in the swimsuit, she felt like a clown. She tried to drown the rage and forget everything. But Lena's sickeningly bright smile kept replaying in her mind. She's just like a SpongeBob skit. It's great. Her cry of agony echoes hollowly within the dark room. As Oboro wondered how can she repay them this humiliation, she saw footage... She saw footage from one of the security feeds. In the video, despicable Lena and the infuriatingly carefree Ingrid were enjoying their vacation. The camera was showing a sun-drenched scene of a beach. Specifically, it was showing the resort area near the very underground facility that Oboro oversees. Just how much of a clown do they intend to make out of me? Those jerks! It was just a coincidence that they chose this exact beach for their location. But Oboro didn't know that, nor for the matter did she really care. Inside Oboro's mind, the rage toward Ingrid and her companion materialized into a single idea. Revenge. To see those carefree smiles distorted into a mess. Ingrid smiling, how about that? Then what needs to be done? As she sharpens her intent to avenge, a wicked slasher goes through Oboro's mind. Yes, that's it. I'll make sure both of you have the worst vacation of your lives. Oboro pulled out her communication device from her desk as she glared at Ingrid and her companion at her monitor. Dun dun dun. This is a fucking SpongeBob episode. This probably is just like the plot of one in the first place. The beaches full of warm sun and gentle sea breezes. While it was truly a breathtaking landscape filled with the happy smiles of tourists in a serene, unhurried atmosphere, this beach held a single dark secret. This place is private property under Nomad's control that only the members and acquaintances of the crime syndicates are allowed to enter. Right this way, Miss Ingrid. Ooh, oh, thank you. It's an honor for me to be able to attend a Hell Night of your stature and your esteemed companions, ma'am. Ingrid gives a curt nod to the smiling manager. Beside her stood her companions Lena, and Dolores, the latter wearing an expression of utter despair. Dolores is a demon of Yomahara, a distant relative of Ingrid and the daughter of a high noble. Why are you not brown? She's been to the beach with Ingrid's party once before, and she has sworn to never come back. Yet, here she is. Why the long face, Dolores? We're finally at the beach, and it would be a waste of time not to have fun. She was dragged to the beach again by Lena, one of her very few friends. I'm a natural-born hermit. I got a curse that drains my HP the second I step outside the house. Coming to the sea was a mistake. Any longer in the sun and I'm gonna turn into charcoal, not get tanned. Seriously, stop being a bitch. Lena tried to drag the whining Dee over to the water, but she was putting up a genuine struggle. Not that it really matters, since Dee has no chance against Lena. After all, Dolores is an introverted hermit while Lena's a Hell Knight of Nomad. Here we go! No, please, I'm going to burn. I don't want to fucking burn. With a single, effortless tug, Lena yanks Dolores out from the shade as she hears Dee wail. Oh, you're being so dramatic. You won't burn that easily. Now let's put on some sunscreen. Lena began slathering sunscreen onto Dee's porcelain-like skin, a parent dressing a squirting child. That's so cold, please, it tickles, stop. Oh, there, just sit still. Oh, please stop. Why are you so energy today? I don't get it. You've always been, but it's like so more today. Well, I won't deny that, but it's because today is a very important day for me. Why is that? Is it about Ingrid? That too, but there's another goal for today. Lena puffs out her chest, watching her, and Dolores' face twisted into a mask of uncomfortable skepticism. She knew she had to ask a way to avoid future nuisance. And what is this goal? As if she had been waiting for this exact question, Lena nods vigorously and says, For Miss Oboro, who has given up her vacation to stay behind and work all alone, our goal is to enjoy ourselves to the fullest on her behalf. No, it's not the first time she's been in AT. She's had she's been in another event. I think it's been another summer event because obviously she's gonna burn shit like that from the sun. She's the perfect the extroverted Lena and then the introverted Dolores. It's the perfect odd couple situation. Upon hearing Lena, Dolores lets out a long shuddering sigh with a strong disdainful expression. Yeah, she is in Lena's supporter because it's you can check the art for it, and Dolores is sitting on the bed in the background while Lena's flailing her arms. Well, enjoy this rare moment of vacation, but try not to get involved in any troubles like last year. Of course, let's go, Dee. Well, if you say so, Ingrid. Oh, stop pulling me, I can walk. And Lena, responding with vigor with Dee, still lacking any energy, heads towards the beach to enjoy the sea. Meanwhile, in the monitor room at Nomad headquarters, Oboro sat with her legs crossed, glaring at the massive monitor with a look of dissatisfaction. Several of her subordinates gathered around her. She was looking at the scene from the security cameras as Ingrid and her companions had enjoyed their relaxing moment. For Miss Oboro, who had given up on her behalf, the moment Lena said those words on screen, Oh my god, that brat, that wretched brat, for Miss Oboro. Her subordinates inwardly sighed as they watched Oboro scream. To think they had all been forced to surrender their precious summer leaves for this. Some of them were already stationed at the beach, tasked with monitoring Ingrid and the companions. But if they were discovered by them, it wouldn't end well. What are you doing standing here? I am being made a fool of, do you hear me? She shouted at her subordinates stationed at the beach through the monitor. They could only listen in silence. Ruin their vacation. If you fail to do so... Well, I'm sure you already know what will happen. But if we do something like that and get caught, Miss Ingrid will punish us, or... As one of the subordinates, who had been dragged here after having his vacation canceled, voiced the obvious concern, Oboro glared at his face with terrifying ice-cold eyes. Ingrid will punish you, you say? Since when were you Ingrid's subordinate? You're afraid of getting punished by Ingrid, but you're not afraid of me? Is that what you're saying? No, ma'am. Then get out there and go try flirting with them or do whatever it takes to ruin their fucking vacation. Yes, ma'am. Nyom. The Oboro ninja troops appeared on the beach with their slumped shoulders. They had at least disguised themselves as ordinary civilians. Now only two choices remain for them. Go out and get thoroughly crushed by Lena for flirting, or get thoroughly crushed by Oboro for not following orders. The latter met certain death, but with a kind-hearted Lena, there might be a sliver of hope for a safe escape. Clinging to that faint chance, they cautiously approached the girls. Alright boys, let's do it. The ninja troops disguised themselves as ordinary thugs with evil smiles and approached Lena and Dolores, who were talking. Ooh, what a fine girl. You got great taste there, brah. Who are you? Hey ladies, you want to have fun? We'll take you to someplace nice. Oh yeah, for sure. A very nice place. Channeling their best impressions of sleazy thugs, the Oboro ninja troops did everything in their power to execute that single absolute order: ruin their vacation. Their standing order was to deliver an experience unpleasant enough to make them cry, utilizing any means necessary from petty harassment and verbal abuse to outright insults. Okay. I'll have to use profanity. Oh, unbelievable. This beach is always crawling with men like them. Lena stands protectively in front of Dolores, glaring at the men with cold eyes. If they were in Yomahara on patrol, she would have already beaten them to the ground and arrested them already. But she was currently on vacation, and this was a resort. Plus, Dee was with her. She wanted to avoid any unnecessary trouble. I'm sorry, but we're not free enough to entertain you, and I hate being hit on. Come on, Dee, let's go. Okay. It seemed they had successfully annoyed Lena, but she had curtly rejected their advances and was about to walk away. The entire scene was being transmitted via security cameras to Oboro at the facility. If they let them leave like this, they were guaranteed to get terribly punished by Oboro. Oh, hey, we're saying that we'll let you, the little runs, hang out with us. While feeling genuinely sorry deep down, one of them grabs Dolores' wrist with all of her might. As he thrusts their faces forward to intimidate her, Dee freezes, and her expression is one of pure terror. Oh, please, get away. Oh my god, you're disgusting. Oh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Just calm down, bro. You got this. What did you say, bitch? The Oboro ninja troop member raises his hand, pretending as if he were about to strike, but at that moment, Lena stepped between them and caught the man's wrist. Alright. I can't overlook any further acts of violence. Huh? What are you gonna do about it? You wanna fight, bro? Do ya? Even though it's all because of Oboro's orders, their appearance is that of exactly pathetic bottom-tier harassers who are screaming after failing to get the girl. The men take on amateurish fighting stances, waving their hands as if to say, "Come and get me." It seems you are incapable of understanding reasons. Seeing them like that, Lena eventually decides to fight back. And finally, after fucking 10 minutes, we get to do our thing. And Wolf Job's out here just doing the neutron dance, absolutely just whooping them. You got Kung Fu Shisui out here just doing her absolute best. I love how they make Shisui like really serious. She's like, I'm so tough. It's like, yeah, you got your puppet to do it for you, honey. Oh, this is infuriating. As expected, the men of the Oboro ninja troop were thoroughly demolished by Lena. However, perhaps they had fulfilled the mission from Oboro. The expressions of the fallen men looked somewhat relieved. Okay, well, let's leave these pathetic losers behind and go back to Miss Ingrid, shall we? Okay. Looks like the characters are the first one to get unloaded, and then it's all the rest of them. I left it downstairs, damn it. No, it's not that. I don't know where it was. And upon returning to Ingrid, Lena and Dolores explain the details of what happened. Dee, using both of her hands and feet to express herself, vividly describes the scene. You were just like a prince, Lena. A prince? Well, let's say at least I look like a knight. As Dolores boasts proudly, Lena turns her head away looking embarrassed. Watching the two of them, Ingrid smiles faintly. Oh, is that so? Well, thank you for protecting Dolores, Lena. It's nothing, Miss Ingrid. I did what any friend would do. Lena's eyes sparkled at Ingrid's praise. However, Ingrid Sue wore a look of contemplation. Now that being said, it seems that every time you come to the beach, you end up getting caught up in some kind of incident. Oh, no way. As I said before, today is supposed to be a pure vacation, completely unrelated to any official inspection or work. If something like that happens again, do not deal with it yourself. Call for me or summon the manager. Oh, come on now. It's impossible that I get caught in incidents every single time with the same pattern. Seeing her friend naturally stacking up bad omens, Dee lets out a deep sigh. Lena, you just jinx yourself, you know that? No, it's not an anime or a game. This doesn't happen like that. It was the same thing last time at the beach. The moment you said something about enjoying the vacation, we got dragged into some weird-ass incident. I understand your concern, but this is a beach under the management of our nomad. Please rest assured and enjoy your vacation. Not you, too. Are neither of you hungry? I just received a few restaurant recommendations from the manager just a few years ago. just a few moments ago. Yes, then shall we head there right away? I'm worried, but I'm also hungry, so let's go. Ingrid and her companions begin to head towards the restaurant recommended by the manager. Oh, how stupid could that brat possibly be? How could she be smiling after something like that happened? Oboro was furious that her intention to give them the worst memory of their lives had turned into, I beat up the bad guys and got praised by Miss Ingrid scenario. So you won't be broken by something this small, huh? Fine, I get it. I get it now. Taking a moment to catch her breath, Oboro composed herself, calms her heart, and pulls out her phone. It's me. The placement of those things is finished, right? Release the hounds. The placement is finished, but those things are still in the experimental stage. We've got no idea what kind of unexpected situation might occur. Science! I'm the one giving the orders. Just shut up and do them. Okay, well, releasing the test subjects. And how many would I... All of them must be released. Oboro cut the connection after she shouted. On the monitor in front of her, the image of Ingrid and the companions heading towards the restaurant was displayed. She wore a cruel smile, vowing to crush those grinning faces this time around. Enjoy that peace of mind while you can. Savor that quantum of solace. Time for food. Whew, I'm so full. Indeed, that place was certainly worth the manager's recommendation. I love how serious Ingrid is. She's just like, that was very good. She's like a fucking robot. Lena and Ingrid walked out of the restaurant with pleased expressions. Meanwhile, Dee walks a little behind them, looking as if she was ready to drop dead at any moment. This is bad. Oh man, this is bad. At any moment, my muscle will surely be sore tomorrow. No, not just tomorrow. Oh, I'll be lucky if not. I'll be lucky if I'm not bedridden for the rest of summer vacation. Ooh. Muttering complaints to herself, Dee slowly drifts away from the two. I'll just hide somewhere and play the games I brought. Nice and easy. One step, then another, gradually putting distance between them, she slipped under a large parasol that happens to be right in front of her. Thinking to herself that it felt like a scene from a spy movie, she adjusts the angle of the parasol and sprawls out underneath. A hermit like me is better suited for playing mobile games in the shade than frolicking on a beach infested with normies. After she had been engrossed in her game for a little while, someone began shaking the parasol she had set up. Initially, she assumed the parasol had been accidentally bumped, yet whoever was doing it kept at it and deliberately kept rocking the shade. Oh, what is your problem, dude? Are you looking for someone to flirt with? Go find someone else. Dee shouts in annoyance, but the shaking didn't stop. In fact, it even got worse. Oh, if you don't cut it out, I'm calling my big sister. She's a famous Hell Knight, you know, so you better... Whoa. Whoa. As Dolores finally looks up from her phone, a rotting, stinking, walking corpse, a zombie was staring right at her. Oh no, it's a zombie! A zombie! The first time they ever used that effect. Dolores shrieked about blaming Lena for jinxing her while scrambling to escape. Reacting to her sudden movement, the zombie bears its aggression as well. She runs with the zombie in hot pursuit. At this rate, she was going to be caught. As a stay-at-home hermit, she didn't have the stamina to drag out a chase like this for long. While she still had breath left, Dolores took a deep breath as her final resort. Okay. Ingrid! Lena! Help me! Her scream echoed across the beach, and a few seconds pass. Dolores, where are you? Lena! Ingrid! Lena and Ingrid appeared like a breath of fresh air, interposing themselves between the zombies and Dolores. Now let's deal with these things first. Dolores, explain the situation while we handle them. Beep boop beep. It seems to be an emergency. Lena, take Dolores to the shelter. Yes, ma'am. Dolores, hide in the shelter. And please issue an evacuation warning to the tourists on the beach as well. Okay. I will handle the enemies within range. Now let's go. Lena and Ingrid to the rescue. But in reality, Sussy Shisui is the one out here just, doing the work. The old Nature's Lights, everybody's favorite skill they run for Shisui. Just what on earth is going on here? Under Ingrid's instructions and Lena's quick response, the tourists on the beach were able to evacuate swiftly. This beach was under Nomad's management, equipped with near-perfect evacuation facilities. They had always taken more than enough precautions for safety, so where on earth had a zombie these come from? Yeah. Didn't I tell you? You jinxed it. Come on, this can't be my fault. Right. I'm sure this is just a coincidence. Still, why would zombies appear here? Ingrid mutters as she checked out the entrance of the shelter. It can't be helped. Lena, our vacation is temporarily suspended. We're going back out to search the surroundings. Determining that the shelter's facilities would keep them safe for a while, Ingrid decided to take Lena and investigate the cause of the incident. Is that going to be the end of Dolores' involvement? It just might be. We go to the forest. It was a good idea to leave Dolores behind. Okay, that's probably the last time we see her this event until the end. She definitely would have gotten scared and cried, Lena said with a laugh, though her expression was slightly more rigid than usual. Lena, what do you think of this? If this had been an area where zombies regularly appeared, it wouldn't have been established as a resort in the first place. But the scale of the attack was too large for it to be a mere coincidence. Furthermore, given the timing, maybe it's conspiracy against Nomad by shaming us for failing to even maintain the security of our jurisdictional territory? Ingrid nodded at Lena's deduction. It seems she had been thinking the same thing. There is just one thing that bothers me, but that's not important right now. First, to minimize the damage, let's neutralize the zombies in the area. Now let's move. Yes, Miss Ingrid. I like this. They're working together. When you think about it, have Ingrid and Asagi ever met? I don't think they have. I don't think they ever have. Like, they're probably mentioned in passing together, but it's like, I don't think they've ever formally interacted in any capacity. The two Hell Knights slew countless zombies, but their numbers kept multiplying. Ah! Over there, Miss Ingrid. Looks like new creatures are emerging from that cave. Indeed. I wonder if it connects to another location. Or if... Shall we storm in? Yes. Though it will be difficult to advance as we are. I'll clear the path first. Time your strike. Sorry, the will to fight the night. Yes, ma'am. Once their minds were set, no more words were needed. Ingrid's Black Inferno and Lena's Cherry Blossom Storm intertwine, creating a vortex that burned like hellfire. Whoa. The combined attack of the Black Flame and the Wind instantly incinerates the zombies. that were swarming at the mouth of the cave, carving a path deep into the interior. Well done, Lena. Now let's head in. Yes, ma'am. Oh, now they're going in. Who could be in this? Who could be in the scary hole? Judging from the situation here, there is no doubt that someone intentionally releases these zombies. It's unforgivable. The cave was thick with the stench of corpses. Ingrid and Lena moved cautiously, wary of potential zombie swarms. The wailing from deep within the cave never ceased, but there was no longer any sign of them attempting to rush back out as they had before. Could it be that they brought a massive amount of zombies into Nomad's jurisdiction? Or perhaps they were secretly breeding them here? Well, we shall know soon enough. The movements of the released zombies showed neither pattern nor purpose. Somebody just quite literally scattered them around. Such an act did not appear to be targeted at any specific individual. It was far too inefficient. In that case, the target must be Nomad's reputation and nothing else. Nomad as an organization has many enemies. The list is far too long. Either way, the answer will be revealed once they reach the depths of this cave. Ingrid and Lena maintained their guard as they headed deeper inside. Somebody's here. And then they saw... Dun dun dun. Oh, was this really okay? I know it's Miss Oboro's direct order, but performance testing within our Nomad territory seems a bit much. What choice do we have? If we don't follow those orders, we're going to get in trouble. Several ninjas were talking to each other while moving a container full of zombie creatures. But this seems really dangerous. Then, do you want to face Miss Oboro and tell her that in prison? In person, yeah? No way, I don't want to die. They were none other than the Oboro Ninja Troop. A ninja troop under the direct command of Oboro. There we go. What on earth is happening here? From what I hear, it sounds as though this whole thing is under Miss Oboro's orders. With a deep, complicated sigh, Ingrid held her head in her hands. She wondered what on earth was that woman thinking. First, we stop them. We'll hear the explanation afterward. Okay, understood. Following Ingrid's hand, Lena moves swiftly. She subdues the ninjas who are about to open the next container. Who are you? Stop these alleged performance tests immediately. Who the hell? Miss Ingrid? I received no word of a scheduled zombie creature performance test at this resort today. By whose authority are you doing this? That is, well, stop this test at once. This reckless experiment has already disrupted the tourist, and the prestige of Nomad is on the verge of collapsing. We can't stop. Standing in her way was a man who appeared to be a head researcher. Looking nervous, he instructed the others to continue their work before turning back to look at Ingrid with fearful eyes. Are you saying you cannot follow my orders? We report directly to Miss Oboro, so Miss Oboro's commands are our top priority, unless Miss Oboro tells us to stop. From their attitude, it was clear that they did not follow Oboro out of genuine loyalty or conviction. They were being controlled by fear. The researcher took out a remote control of some sort from his pocket and presses a button. Instantly, the zombies' creatures began to move, surrounding Ingrid and Lena. In that case, I will stop you by force. I'm with you, Miss Ingrid. Arrow in light. Lane of confusion, light of explosion. Go, Shisui, go. Oh my god, who could it be? Nomad Samurai. Bro, it's too strong. Ingrid and Lena subdued the resisting Oboro ninja troop and exterminated all the zombie creatures. While Lena was busy restraining the fallen ninjas, Ingrid searches the body of the man who appeared to be the head researcher and snatches something from him. As expected. Were you listening, Oboro? Every little thing, Ingrid. What she had retrieved was a mobile device still connected to the other party. Why did you release these zombies? This is a resort under the management of us Nomad. You aren't so angered that you don't understand what that means, right? Do you really think I'd tell you that easily? If you're that curious, why don't you come over here, show your face, and bow your head. If you do, I might just tell you. Oboro shouted with irritation and abruptly cut off the connection. Fine, I'll head over there myself. Oh, she's mad. She's mad. She's gonna come over there and rip her head off. We're all the way back in the city. In the city. The back alley of Yomihara is thick with tension. Amidst the crackling atmosphere, the two beauties glare at one another in a standoff. Oboro was wearing nothing but a smile and brandishing her signature claws, and Ingrid was aiming her demon sword, Dark Flame. I don't think that's the name of the sword. I think it's something else, actually. It's like Neil or something like, or Gnile. Oboro. I've been waiting for this, Ingrid. Let's settle this once and for all right now. Oboro shouted with lethal intent, but... No. Wait a moment. Oboro, what are you... Ingrid stares at Oboro, blinking repeatedly. Her expression was of utter bewilderment. What on earth are you wearing? She couldn't help but voice the question she had been holding back, and it was certainly a legitimate inquiry. The attire Oboro stood in was neither her usual clothing nor her battle gear. It's her swimsuit. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know the half of how I feel. Of course, Ingrid couldn't possibly understand the state of mind of someone who'd show up to a fight wearing a swimsuit. I don't know, Ingrid. You aren't too far off yourself. Yet one thing was certain. Oboro's killing intent was genuine, and it was certainly aimed at Ingrid. I'll kill you right here and now! As Oboro screamed with raw frustration and prepared to charge, Ingrid inwardly sighs. She only came to ask why zombies have been released in a resort under Nomad's management. I guess it's not really time for questions, huh? Why don't you try to calm down? I just want to know the purpose of that performance test. If you are honest with me now, I will even cooperate in cleaning up this mess. I'll release your subordinates too. It was clear that while Oboro was in earnest, she was not in her right mind. Is that like that's just a normal thing for Oboro? What's up, Grits? Therefore, Ingrid spoke slowly, hoping to de-escalate. Unfortunately, it seemed to have the opposite effect. At Ingrid's words, which sounded like genuine concern, Oboro's last shred of patience snapped. In an instant, she closes the distance, her claws slashing precisely towards Ingrid's throat. Ingrid barely dodged this strike by a paper-thin margin. Oboro! Oh, shut up, bitch. I know you've been looking down on me this whole time. I'll settle the score right here and now. As Ingrid parried and evaded the relentless barrage of claw strikes, she finally steals her resolve. It can't be helped. I'll play it your way for now. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh, scary Oboro. We're fighting in this? Okay. Huh. After a fierce good fight, the two stood glaring at each other. Oboro's eyes were burning with fury and hatred, while Ingrid's gaze held a mix of pity and confusion. This wasn't the first time that Oboro had gone rogue and reckless, but her solo actions usually followed a certain logic and pattern. It was always about personal gain, whether it's for her status with a nomad or simple cold hard cash. She was a woman who moved strictly for profit. Yet for this incident, no matter how much Ingrid thought or investigated, there was absolutely no discernible benefit for herself. Why does Oboro hate Ingrid, and who is stronger if they actually go toe-to-toe? It's pretty... Oboro is like more like a spy character, where she's like built for like infiltration with her hypnotism and with her hypnotism powers and her vampirism. Ingrid is more of like, you know, she's more like a police officer. So she's she's raw strength and just, you know, pure brutality if she can really get away with it. because they've spent most of her time in the entire Taimanin series with her being like the calm, cool, collected person and nomad that really isn't, holding things together when Black isn't present. She's effectively like the second in command. It's but Ingrid low diffs Oboro. It's not even close. If you do not wish to talk, then have it your way. But somebody has to take responsibility for this incident, so I will write the incident report based on my own observations. Ingrid sighed at the silent Oboro. She must have had her own reasons she had kept hidden. If so, no more prying. Having settled that, the second question had been bothering her bubbled up. Why the swimsuit? And, well, how should I put this? Ingrid still hesitated to ask even in this situation. Finally, as if she had given up on everything, Oboro opened her mouth. You dare patronize me? Well, then I'll tell you everything you want to fucking know. It's annoying. Ever since I became a vampire, I can't even step into the sunlight, let alone the beach. So having to watch everyone around me prancing around and talking about fucking shit like the beach or going to the water park, especially that girl of yours there, Lena. And she actually has the audacity to say, for Mr. Oboro, our goal is to enjoy ourselves to the fullest on her behalf. What a fucking joke. So you were trying to ruin Lena's vacation because of that? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But for now, I understand. I'll give Lena a warning myself. And what about that swimsuit? I was only trying to ease the misery of being trapped in the damn facility during beach season, all right? Make me say that again and you're fucking dead. I see. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? After a brief silence, Ingrid opened her very heavy mouth. I will let this incident slide. You should take some rest. I will handle the base management in your stead. Ingrid contemplated briefly whether to pat the dejected Oboro on the shoulder, but decided against it and walked away. Huh? Just how much longer are you going to treat me like a fool? This damn woman. Oboro's sorrowful cry melted uselessly into the darkness of the night. Wah, wah. Sometime after the zombie incident at the resort, a rumor began to circulate in the underworld. The rumor goes that thanks to Oboro, who poured her efforts into developing the new zombie creature, even while forfeiting her own vacation, the new models had performance far exceeding the previous existing ones. While sales of the creature skyrocketed because of this, they say that when Oboro heard this report, her face looked genuinely annoyed. See? There you go. It didn't turn out that bad after all. Yeah, they usually make Oboro very, her and Ingrid in certain other media are designed to be like, they're jobber characters. They're built to fail, which is very unfortunate. But it's here where we finally get to see them like interact with other people and actually show their stripes. It's very relaxing. I wouldn't say relaxing. It's very satisfying to finally see like competent Oboro and competent Ingrid, where they can actually accomplish things and not get fucking folded like laundry. Well, that's fun. That's a nice event. That's a good summer event. Because that means they're going to have next year. Then when this comes around, we're going to get like another free material out of it. What music do you think Shisui listens to? Because she's got her big, Asperger's headphones on, so she's got to be listening to something at all times. She listens to Enka. That's too perfect. Because it's like she travels through various dimensions. She got those ghostly abilities and everything. So it's like, there we go. It makes sense for her to do that in the first place. Just listen to that stuff. Yeah, it gives away the stuff for, like, you know, crafting those materials, which is, we should have seen this coming sooner or later, because they're now having the thing where it's okay. Now we're gonna start scaling everybody's stuff up. Azusa also listens to Enka. Man, who doesn't in the fucking Taimanin franchise? Okay, besides Enka, what else do you think Shisui listens to? Because it's like she listens to a little more than just Enka. I can at least assume that. She listens to those playlists like beats to kill your master's enemies too. Yeah, yeah. she got her anime intros playlist that she listens to all the time, of course. Did I equip that? I think I thought, I'm trying to remember. Did I equip Wolf Job? I don't remember if I did or not. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, it's equipped. I was like, yes, that's from that picture with Oboro and Asagi listening to music is like, that's from New UA. It's the first set for Kagami art. It's the first Kagami art book. The pre Kengoku Senkin 2 one. I like the Lilith Vocal Collection album cover, where they have it's Asagi, Sakura, and Murasaki, and they're all like and they're all playing instruments and everything. Like Asagi's singing and playing guitar, and Sakura is playing the piano, and I think Murasaki's on the drums. So it makes me think like, oh, that's cool. Of all people, Sakura has the patience and the focus to sit down and learn how to play the keyboard. I mean, obviously, this is also not a very good showcase for what Shisui's ability can do, because the enemies keep dying too fast before the stacks get applied. But in the cases where like Shisui's, you know, applying yin and yang stuff at the same time, we'll have to go to like tower and show it off. But the enemies are now not dying in one hit, so we get to see what that looks like. Yeah, there you go. Now you get, yeah, it's harder to show because it's like Shisui can apply it herself, but the whole goal is to, you know, let Guardian do the work.
I bet Oboro's like, you know, she's a real hard ass and everything like that, but she's like, oh, I love Train. I love listening to Train. They're really cool. He's like, oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. It's like, oh, that just resonates with me. Just gets into your soul, don't you think, Asagi?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. Very cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is not a drive-by. I'll be there for you. Oh, I swear to you. I forget what the lyrics for that song are. This is not a drive-by. Alright, now we're in the bonus stages. Let's use our renewal characters. So let's start off with Sue, because I know that will be the hardest one for me on this. So let's use Green Sue. How about that? No, wait, it's her red skills are the ones that have the... Really? See, a bunch of these skills just get invalidated because now she just has the ability to give herself super armor in like 14 different aspects. It's like, why even have it at that point if you're just gonna do this? Because now she needs a renewal for her renewal on a renewal. Because it's like, why? She needed to have these skills, you know, changed. It's like, they are, not only does she have a way to give herself fucking permanent super armor, she can just do this. It's like, what are they on? Do they just not know what to do with Sue? It feels like it. We forgot she could do that. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Shinyuga. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, I can give myself super armor for 8 seconds. Increase damage. Reduce enemy defense. Do all kinds of stuff. Like, okay. Bro, what are you talking about? She gets 3 attacks. That's it. Alright, Sussy Jingle. Show them how it's done. Dragons don't need to heal. Okay. Oh yeah! Alright, it's just permanent now, because I let my combo drop on purpose. It's like, what happens? So now she's just like, permanent super armor, and now it's like, Kung Fu Gal kicking some ass. Oh! What? Okay. So, they really don't know what to do with her. They really don't know what to do with her. Because I'm like, what? Man, this is weird. Well, at least it also gives her something, you know, to boost herself up during her ultimate. That's always cool. Shinyuga. Okay. Well, it's mm-hmm. Oops. Alright, well, what's Astaroth do? sorry, Sue. That was... You literally don't play any different. You don't... Nothing changed. Like, what are you supposed to do? She didn't do anything. It's like, well, she's strong. Stronger. She doesn't have any defense benefits either, so she gets kind of fucked up on, well, anything with a pulse. So... So let's get a Serpent Blaze. We don't need Fire Wave. Let's put all of her stuff on together. Why not? Super Duper Nova. Because Hellblaze used to be like 25 seconds. It was a really long cooldown, but it lasted like it lasted for 10 seconds on the ground. So you could do crazy stuff with that. You can only have one or the other. So let's put on Lava Servant. There we go. Let's see what the commander's got. Okay, Astaroth, show us how it's done, baby. Crap. Lava Servitor! Supernova! Oh my god. Well, at least they show what's being affected by those boosts in the first place, which is actually a really nice touch. Yep, it's Astaroth. It's exactly what she's been doing for the last 6 years. That's our girl right there. Literally our girl, just, you know, the big booty floater. Supernova. Supernova. She's even faster than before. Yeah, that also means she can just stand there, ult, and it does like 50% more damage. Quite literally, it's she certainly came out a winner from this update. Damn. They wanted her a cute and small character that is the tank of the team. It's like, well, I'd believe it, but it's, you know, she's supposed to be like this bobbing and weaving character that, you know, shuffles up in the middle of the fight to do all the big fights and stuff. I'm like, well, that's cool and all, but she's not very good. She's a tough nut, to say the least, but it's at least she's fun. Someone who's barely different. Shisui is barely different. Her passive is just like you either pick up her weapon where it's like, okay, you get more involved with Shisui, or no, it's like her passive is get more involved with Guardian. But in reality, it's like get the weapon even at a single copy, and now you don't have to do anything anymore. You're back to playing Shisui the same way you always have for the last several years. Except she's way stronger now. So she's still slow Emily, but yeah, I mean, it's like this is prime Shisui gameplay. I mean, I'm using a 1-5 weapon, obviously. But even then, it's like, it's just wait for Guardian to do it. Guardian, come over here. Come, Guardian. You determine the distance of Guardian, you use the moves, and then you just wait for it to be over. Well, that's also the thing, too. Land sucks. Not a very good character to introduce the synergy system. How about you make a character that's good and that can do it? Gets a lot more benefit out of it. Go, my brothers. peak Shisui gameplay. Not doing anything. Shisui wins by doing nothing. There you go. There's your Mario Party thumbnail. You just chunks HP out of everything. Dude, she got 2 thongs on. What are you doing, Oboro? One hit of a sand clone. It's like she needed to have that happen about not every third skill. It needs to be almost like every other skill to make it useful. Those sand clones need to do a little bit more than just copy the move. Because it's a fun idea, but it's also like, dude, it fucking sucks. It's like every time I try to do something with it, it just doesn't work out. It's not fun to use. Because if you want your big damage cascade to work out, you have to sit there and like baby your skill count. You also need to run 4 skills at all times, so you can use her passive. So it has like counts the skills, so you can either like shove it forward 1 spot, so you can get it the skill cooldowns to match. Because I think what her extreme dodge and her double dash were like 2 important skills she needed to have. I think it was like her extreme dodge is Antlion Pit, and it's you'd end up, that's like one of the skills you don't want to use if you're trying to do anything with the stacks of sand. But because those are much more annoying to activate, because it just counts. Oh, it's 5. Shows what I know. I don't play her that much. 5 skill usages. That's terrible. I want to check that. Because I forget that her passive is even the sand clones until you tell me. Because I had to remember, like, what is that? What does she do? Every 5 times? Why? Oh, I remember this. When I did the video, I talked about this doesn't need to be 5 times. This needs to be every 3rd skill, because the game is traditionally designed around 3. Sometimes 4 skills. 5 times. Uses the skill with the character and deals damage equal up to 50% of the character's damage dealt. Ugh. God. What a travesty. No, I don't want to use you. I have more fun with Astaroth. No, just make it 100% of the damage. Because if the clones become stronger than the actual, user, that's a little bit of a problem. Oh, yes! Oh, I was like, perfect, we got a bug. Nice. I knew that was going to happen too. That's why I did it. Soft lock system. There we go. She got caught in an animation and can't complete it. I knew it. Oh, that's so good. Because I wanted to try that. Because I remembered she has... I remember she had it equipped to her. I'm like, what happens if I take that forced animation where you're taking damage and then put it on there? And it exactly happened to what I expected would happen. She just fucking dies. I like the colors I got for Astaroth's tech wear costume. It's very good. She's solid steel, baby. I mean, the thing is that nobody also plays LAN. Nobody plays LAN the way she's normally supposed to, to play her. Whereas, like, use her skills, like, use the sand clones and everything. Everybody just uses her for a blue skill. That's it. There's, like, no... There is nothing else for that. There is nothing else for her. Because everything else is so fucking bad. Oh, I mean, it's pretty easy to go out of bounds on this stage. That's one of like the mainstays of this from like the beginning of the game. There's so many changes in elevation and so many just like things that don't have collision that you can just slip under. I remember when I was playing this years ago when Murasaki came out and I was doing the stage like where you normally fight Oboro in like that in the little plaza area that's off to the side after going through the apartments. I fell through the ground there because Murasaki's, you know, like her dodge slash skill. I used that and I fell straight through the ground because I got to an area where it's like, oops, she's apparently got the flying status and just falls through the fucking ground. It's like, awesome, that's totally not stupid and anything like that. The stairs are also another problem too, because this game doesn't do changes in elevation. Like, it doesn't do slopes very well, which is typically why we always have the characters step on the pad and they do an animation to go somewhere else. Stairs are very few and far between in this game. Like, this is like a big problem for them, which is why they don't have them anymore. There's only a few areas that do have like stairs, and they keep them to like a minimum. Ugh. I'm glad today is a time 17, so we can get a lot more stuff out of this. If evil, why hot? She's too big. She's literally too big. Of course, Astaroth once again wins from the renewal. They quite literally just made her stronger and faster. They did the same thing on her renewal too, which was making her, you guessed it, stronger and faster. And to nobody's surprise, it turns out it's like, oh, what happens when one of the strongest characters in the game gets better? Well, she gets better. She did not need it that badly. It's like, I understand she needed a passive, but the passive itself would have been fine. That's great. A 50% boost to her just doing her normal stuff and adds CC to her, which she already has trouble with. Now she can use her lava serpents to escape. She can use them to move forward. And now it's actually worthwhile to run lava serpents as like a defensive measure, because you can have enemies just go into the pool. It's nothing to it. They didn't have to just flat out increase the damage and reduce the cooldowns for all these other skills though. That feels like that's too much. I mean, she's always been very popular for this stuff. The only reason people stop using Astaroth for like that little bit is because we had faster options. Like, Astaroth is traditionally like a very slow glass cannon who just sits there and, you know, you wait until it's over. But she's not as like brain dead as Shisui. You've got to take care of yourself because you don't get like the single best healing in the game. In terms of tick healing, at least. I still think the best healing in the game is probably like Murasaki and Emily have like the best ones since they're based off of damage dealt. I mean, they have the metrics also to check like what skills people are and aren't using, because they released, I wish they would do this more often, where they would like show the details of what skills people use, like how many people, what are the percentage of players surveyed this last year, what skills do they use or whatever. It's like, I remember they always showed like people, because that's also probably how they plan out their skills or their limiteds. Like, oh, nobody wants to use Kara's red skill because it's such a piece of shit to use. So let's try to make it a bit more worthwhile to use by, you know, just giving it these amazing characteristics. And I remember in my video I made the first time around for Astaroth, Supernova, it sucked ass because it was one hit, this area was small, but the burn was good. So what did they do? They gave her a renewal weapon. It lets her double cast, but it also gives her a significant damage boost. No, that's right. They changed her. They got rid of her 81 skill, which was the skill, the canceling ability. They replaced another one of her skills with the cancel ability, and then the cancel ability, which was her 81 in the first place, becomes her second art. Dang, I'm at 832 of these. Gotta watch out. Because they also showed like how many for Sora. That was a really good insight on it. What skills and things people do use on Sora? It was Kuromachi. It was her Taimanin art, Celestial Fox, and Kuromachi Archery Sosen. That's it. That's all everybody used, and that's all everybody continues to use because they're really good. Like Celestial Fox is still, it was a good skill then, and it's a good skill now. So what did they do? They don't touch it. They don't need to touch it because it's already very good. What are her stats at? Oh, I never leveled her defense because I don't really need to. I think the only people who like vehemently dislike Astaroth are like the ones who are like just the very hardcore melee players. Because Astaroth's entire gameplay is revolved around like kiting your enemies, and it's a very high risk strategy with her because she's just barely faster than them, and you need to be and you're just waiting for your skills to happen. It's a very low risk play style, which is understandable. You can just sit there and just wait out the entire an entire set of enemies and everything like that. Because I've done it. Because I've done the classic green Astaroth build where you max out her criticals and just wait out the entire fight, let it come back and everything. Like you just drop Hellblaze and do all that and everything. Because that also like comes from what is it? Hellblaze. Oh, I just realized something. Can you stack two lavas on top of each other? Well, I mean, that's usually the risk that comes behind it. You got to come in there and do the work. Astaroth quite literally out here is just, okay, here I come. I'm gonna get you. Oops, I've chipped you down by like 50% of your health. Goodbye. At least this stage is fast to farm. I don't mind that. Let's see. Oboro hates summer. Oboro hates summer. Oboro hates summer. So let's see. We have no modifiers on this. We're max HP. So let's see. We're doing... Alright, it's going to be tough. Win 43. So it does. Okay, that's kind of crazy actually. So you can do that. Because I was wondering, like, can you actually one? You can't have two pools active at the same time. So what if? Because it's used on the spot where she does it. So I want prominence. Not prominence. I want flame haze. No, wait. Phoenix dive is much more controllable. Cool. 169. Let's reset him. Oh, it's probably like doing a duration refresh. Yeah, I was wondering, like, I don't think they can stack, can they? Because it's like I'm only getting the boost from one, but it's the duration keeps refreshing. Oh, that's neat. That's not on a frame one thing then. Because it's like if it was like, you know, that, it's on impact. Okay. Yeah, that's still the same damage if it's like two as if I were standing in one pool. Because if they could stack, holy shit, would that be insane? Nope, not in this case. All right. Darn, I was thinking, oh, did we get something? Did we get something cool in our hands here? All right, let me go get a drink. Did we get something cool? Great. All right. It would be pretty cool to do that. Just have her big. Even the 50% value boost is just amazing. Like, I'm not exactly gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, but it's like I wondered if like could I get more out of this? Not in this case, but it was worth a try. Gotta love it, nice and rare. Today we've got some steak. Got some little steakums. Delicious. Have some of that today. Some caramelized onions. I didn't really make it. I got one of those like bacon wrapped fillets from the store. And then I just go and like mince an onion. And I get down with that. Because before today, like before the stream started, I went to go spend a bunch of my AP in squad because I need to use a bunch of it in the first place because it's reduced. Because it's what is it? Reduced AP for that because we're done here with the AT side of stuff. We're gonna go head over to squad next, which I should probably get that set up because that takes so long to open. I have no idea why does it take like 5 seconds for AT just to go, okay, oh, you opened the game? Time to start the game. I have to wait like a solid 2 minutes every single time I open it up. So it almost makes me feel like now I gotta like just go out of my way to just preemptively open it up. Or I put it down and I go to the bathroom, and sometimes it even fails to load. Like, oops, couldn't make a connection to the server. I'm like, what's going on, dude? The hell are you doing? The fuck is so damn hard about that? There's got to be like the anti-cheat or something for this, because now it actually has. Now that it's a game that has anti-cheat built into it, so it's like they're doing it. Yeah, I'm not exactly there yet either. I went and like this week's big accomplishment was doing Mercury at stage 20. Which it was certainly a lot easier now that I had the proper characters for it. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man, I'm just eating there. It's good. Nothing like making eating sounds into the microphone because that's a good thing to do. I just can't help myself though. It's so good. Oh, it's so juicy. I guess I'm becoming some sort of fucking vampire now. I love getting my steak rare, or even like blue rare. It just tastes good. Cause it's you have to chew it a lot. Well, it's not like it's chewy, but it's also gets like very juicy. Cook it just enough to get that sear on the outside, and then it's like nice and clean on the inside. So good. I mean, you say it's breakfast, but it's that's 1:18 in the morning here. Because because after this, it's like, I'll eat, need to get some stuff ready for work tomorrow, and then I gotta go get ready for that because it's a day I have to come in. Because we have a big event there, and everyone's got to be there. Because it fucks up my days off, too. Now I get to work for like another 4 days after this. And then I get to go over there and just enjoy myself at I get a one. I get it's weird because I'll have like one day off, and it breaks up my days, and then it's like I work one day and then go back and work another few days, go out and have a few more days off. I almost want to call off on that day so I can have myself a 4-day weekend. Be pretty rad. Gotta smack your lips. Gotta do all that shit too. The DSP special. I gotta sit there and also leave my camera on when I'm like whacking it on stream. People love that. It totally doesn't make you look stupid. Something I've always wanted to try though is a beef tartare. That sounds really good. Sadly, it's a bunch of raw ingredients though. Because I may like my stuff. I may like my steaks rare, damn near just barely cooked in the first place. But it's like beef tartare is certainly all right. It's a gamble to say the least. If you like to gamble, I'll tell you how to win. You win some, you lose some, it's all the same to me. Alright, let's put on our supporters. Let's do Total War for the week. I got myself Fire God Micah from our little selector thing we did. They're giving us. So it's like, this is great. This is awesome even. It's a great day. I messed around with my mags too, so we'll be ready for that. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, let's equip the proper supporter to Shizuru. Because we need that bitch again. Where is she? Because it's there she is. Indomitable Tokiko. And we have everybody ready. Alright. I know, me too. It's one of my favorites for Shizuru. Well, it's normally supposed to be red, but I like to put it in gold because it's a good look for her. It's a good look for her. Makes her look great. Makes all the stuff in the front stand out. Oh. Go get him, Ina. Go get him, girl. Look at her go. Look at her go. She's really tearing him a new asshole. Radiant Mantra. Look at her. She's gonna ult again. Oh my god, she's so fast. She's so strong. Go, Ina, go. See, this is the sort of thing that she deserves. I'm so glad Ina Titchester gets to be as strong as she needs to be. Also gives me a much time to eat. Come on, Ina. Get in there. Oh. It is. It's like I'm trying to Ina, you've been full for like 4 seconds. You usually use it at the top when the stack is empty. It's like, come on, girl. I know you can do it. She get knocked down? Yeah, she got knocked down. Oh yeah, go get him, baby, go get him. Oh, that's my girl right there. Kill him, baby. Look at her go. Now we're doing it. I'm doing it, Squidward! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Kone Shinko! Do you see me now, God? She's doing it! 198 million. Hell yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's the ticket right there. That's the stuff we like to see. That could have been a cool 2 if things went our way. But they always don't. That's the magic of Total War, where sometimes things don't work out for some reason because, you know, it's the coolest game mode ever. Can you believe we're going to get stuff harder in the future? And we need a whole new rarity for it? 197 billion damage. Just think, guys, there's people out there who can do 1 trillion damage. That's 1 billion, 1 billion times. That's like Korean MMO levels of like damage scaling. That's like, it's crazy to think about. Like, why? What are we even doing at that point that it needs to be like that high? But yeah, here we are. Go get him, Shizzy. Go get him, girl. It's always so painful to see her just get knocked down, and I watched Shisui just do her dash to get away, and I'm like, girl, you've got to be kidding me. Really? Your extreme dodge couldn't have activated there. It'd be really cool if it did. Yeah, it's over. Thank God. We already talked about Shizuru's stuff. 28-7. Good. Because all we need to do is hit 1 million for the week, and that's okay. Fantastic. And is that ready? Not yet. Okay, perfect. That's done. Who is in Challenge Arena for the week? Sussy Shisui? Okay, it's the Renewal team. Of course they have to. Oh, I see bro is using his damage hacks on his main account. I see how it is. Okay, bro. Bro's got to show off his love for Shisui by scoring 3 times as many points as anyone else. Because that's what he's got to do, right? Get your main account banned, bro. That's what you need to do. So let's see what she'll do. Alright, we got Wolf Job. We got Suppress Boost. Pretty much what we're using. Let's see, Rider Kick. Defense Down. Nature Light, Force. Guardian's Blows. Okay, this is the one nobody uses because it sucks. Knocks Up. That can lead into Tag Team or a Bombs Away situation. But a Wolf Job is what we're going to be using. I don't think this is like gonna be too crazy from what I can see. Oh yeah, it's this spot again. It's not gonna be too much. There goes Shisui being best girl again. Just, oh, she got stunned. Guardian is still attacking. Oh, Noah. Oh, Noah. It's Noah. Hiya! 936. Noah didn't die. Ooh, damn, Shisui. Okay, girl, I see you. 93, 581. I don't want to hit 100k with that. It's going to take a while. We have other stuff we need to do. Sussy Jingle, what does the score look like for her? Barely hitting 100,000 points. Oh, man. So we got Shurenka. Enemy defense. Why did they give this? Oh, I was like, it's Koryuka. I was like, why did they give her the super armor one? She can already fucking do it herself. This is the this is the one we want it for. Like, god damn it. They give her an invincibility supporter. I wonder why. Secret agent man. Secret agent man. Shinyuga, yeah, it's the pass through. There we have ult. Alright, we popped it. Oh, I should have waited. Go get 'em, boys! Got two women at the same time. 89.78. Yeah. If the number one spots are having trouble getting up there to 100k, that's understandable. I probably need to use Spica early. Green, so Phoenix Dive, Serpent Blaze, and Flame Haze to get up close. And we're using Terrorize strats. Okay. Wicked Nephrin Ka. Instant chance to terrorize the target. I wish more skills would change like the projectiles to be something like cool like that again. She's got her speedrun set up, which is not very good if you want to score points. I'm short. 97, 194. Okay, that was actually that was a lot better than I expected. Well, it's more or less probably because I hit the ult. What's the score for Astaroth? 189. Okay, so 200 to 100,000 points is not out of the realm of questioning. And give it one more try because they're probably gonna get a worse score than last time. What do you think? How do you think the scoring system works, guys? Because it's obviously it's a bit all over the place. Well, all over the place is the understatement of the century. Oh yeah, oh I love when you link this control there, girl. That's so cool. It totally doesn't suck ass when it happens every time, because you have to do that. Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Fuck. Standing in there, she won't get the boost. $98, $680. Alright, that was better. Alright, that's good enough. Arena I'll have to do myself. Probably when I go do more squad stuff. Hello, Clan Master Fuma. Hello there, Fuma. Alright. With that, that's enough out of AT. Let's go over to squad. It's time for the squad portion of things. Excellent. All right. Now I can turn it back up to the maximum. There we go. Now everybody looks at it. Okay, Ingrid, we see you. We see the fit. I understand, girl. She's out here aura farming like she don't know nobody. So there have been certainly an amount of changes that have happened here. Also, man, these icons are huge. I wish they actually went back to the smaller ones, because on higher resolution display, like on this one, it's just like it's huge. Now let's go to here. Flip it around. Oh, dang it, I got the 10.5 hour one I didn't check. Oh well. Let's get these facilities started, and then we'll talk about what's going on in squad today, because we got lots of stuff. Because we have a story update, because we were due for one, to say the least. Ingrid looks better in here in general. She's got her big fat hoo-ha's out there. But one thing they didn't mention in the little paper that we're going to talk about is that they upscaled a lot of the assets. So this used to be like just Sue's regular face and everything. It would fit inside the circle. Now it doesn't. It's just her eyes. So she's just in there like being herself. I'm glad someone cares for her. It's a little hard to do so. But of course we got Booty Club over here. Eleanor just, throwing that thing out there. And of course Mirabelle doing the Faith +1 pose. Let's go to assemble. Give me another copy of Tremor, starring Kevin Bacon. Suyaki Oyoni. Oh, that's right. I need to pick up... We now have enough points for Eleanor. Her hairline is too immaculate for her. She's looking too good. She's too good. Let's get the arena finished. That way I can get... I can be done with that. Because they're not doing any of those like hot thingies or whatever they're called today. Okay, let's not do that. Let's... Before I get sidetracked. Let's go over to news you can use. Okay, never mind. There wasn't actually anything there. Need to actually check. Like, give me the fucking thing. There we go. It's July 9th maintenance. That's what I was looking for. Was it so hard? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Action Taimanin. Wait, no, what? Motherfucker, I want the squad information. Game capture, window capture. Alright. Go over there, July 9th maintenance. Back at it again. This time we get a new event. The Summer Bitch Story event begins. Complete the missions, and you can get yourself various awards like Swimsuit Rinko and her weapon Ryugu Komachi. Summer Beach Event Lobby, of course we're using that right now. Purchase for 50,000 gold. It's available on the event page. And we've got 2 new characters in the limited time pickup gacha. Can you believe it? Our 5-star character Swimsuit Shisui and Swimsuit Shizuru coming in there hot. Ooh baby. Can you believe it? I sure can't. So they are available until July 30th. Limited time pickup characters will not be added to the special recruit or premium recruit lists, just to make the list that much more difficult to use. The Step Up S package this time around is going to be Raisin Bran Rose. You can acquire better rewards as you progress in steps. It costs $70 to get her. I hope you like her. I hope you do. She gets to be a 5-star. She's a balanced type with her weapon Abyssal Rakshasa. They won't be added, and they will be added, but they'll add it in about September 3rd. Can you believe that? That's September 3rd. Over a month and a half away, everybody. So new character has been added to the special recruit list. Reaper, 3-star boy. New guy to the assemble list. Rare Death Knight. We'll check him out. A new chapter is opening up. Episode 2, Chapter 11. And then they add in the new force set for enhanced defense for a 30% boost for 3 turns. New core parts can be obtained from the Mileage core box. And now we have new features. Recommended. Available on Main Story, Challenge, Extermination, and Spec Ops. You can check the recommended character information that helps clear the corresponding stage effectively, and you can also deploy the recommended team if you have them. So Gold Exchange Post Select All. The Select All feature has been added to there in the first place. You can buy everything all at the same time. Arena Match Report. You can now report opponents whose defense records you suspect of abnormal activity. Now you can report them for being hackers. So now you can report them, hit the triangle. It's like, I can't believe he's doing that. And there you go. In-game changes. The filter's gotten better. Buffs, debuffs, and skill effects have been added to the character filter categories. This feature allows you to not only filter by characters, but also by weapon skills. Very, very good improvement, because now you can select something like, oh, they got a bunch of protective shield. What characters have ways to get rid of that? And so on and so forth. Very, very good thing right there. Because we've got 190 characters in the game, and boy howdy is it hard to remember what all of them do, because only 50 of them are relevant. But anyways, so now the arena-related coverage option is expanded, so that arena-exclusive aura effects and set options are now also applied in Arena Tower. So stuff like Ayame, as she's always been good, but now she's even better. Oh no, that's not the passive I was thinking of. It's the stuff like debuff resistance and inflict debuff. like those 4 sets you would put on for like a robot bitch, that balanced girl who can do all that stuff, cool stuff in the first place. Spectating range is expanded. You can watch top 10ers. You can save those in the first place. Weakness exposure accumulation rate increased. It accumulates 2 times faster than before based on your weakness debuff infliction rate. So, you know, it maxes out at like, I think it's 100. So now you can acquire 2 at a time. So now it takes 50 applications instead of 100 based of them. And if you already weren't killing them at 50 points, it's like, because that's 50% more damage. So it's like, man, you gotta watch what you're doing. So sleep has been added to the weakness of Kalia, their boss of Arena Tower floor 50. So I think there's like, what, 4 people that can inflict sleep, but Aello is the most important one because she has both attack down and sleep. Crit res now decreases enemies' critical damage as well as critical rate. Now rolling crit res isn't totally fucking terrible. So that's a very, very worthwhile now. So now it doesn't feel bad. Like, yeah, it still does feel bad getting a crit res on your cores, but now it actually provides some value instead of, well, ooh, critical resistance. Damn. So now with this change added to crit res stat moderation. It means their stat has been reduced. To compensate for this increased chance of crit rate and prevent excessive damage, critical damage against bosses has also been decreased. Yes, it's a nerf to critting on bosses. Who would have thought? Because you can crit more often now, but now your cap is lower. I noticed this immediately when I was fighting Tempest for his story stage. Normally I can do like 190,000 and just one-shot him with Ayane. Now I do about 140,000. I still instantly kill him, but it's like, it's just slightly less. So now they do some more tweaks. Emily, she really needed it. It's an air immortal. Now it does a bunch of stuff and damage reflect. She got skill revision. It's like, they do a lot of these. They do too many, in fact, of the whole fixed an error in the skill description to actively reflect the effect, which is already functioning in the game. And then inflicts immobilize at a 50% chance. They need to go back through and just do a whole bunch of these at once. Just go back through and just list the percentage. Because this is the sort of transparency I wanted in AT. I want them to be like, oh, it presents this at a percentage chance. It's like, that's all I need. It's like, I can't take these at face value because there's obviously something else that's happening behind the scenes. Like, I can take them if your rules and functions are, you know, very concrete and you don't sway away from them. I can take them at face value and understand the interaction. Now when you have these having to go back to a day 1 character on month 7 and put at a percentage chance when it was already having this percent chance in the first place. It's like, oh, delay. Goodness. Revised the skill description for improved clarity on Misasagi herself. Before, each time the character gains a buff, turn gauge fills at a fixed 20% chance. At the end of each side's turn, whenever the character gains a buff during that turn, the turn gauge fills at 20% at a fixed 20% chance. Ugh. So this is how the actual interaction works. And it's like, ugh. It's attack all enemies. Tactical membership extension retroactively applied. It sounds more complicated, and not really. It's like this one is this is just being more descriptive of what's actually happening in the first place, because this was actually just fine. I don't get the change. Each time the character gains a buff, that would literally, in the most literal sense, means, you know, if she gets a buff during the enemy's turn or on her turn, and she would get a 1 in 5 chance to, you know, boost her bar. And now it's like, now it's just describing, you know, what literally has happened is at the end of each side's turn, whether that's player or enemy, you know, if she got a buff, okay, there you go. What is it? Retroactively applied, you get 1 more day. were already extended on the respective maintenance days, so that's why I have 3 days instead of 2 now. Alright, game improvements and bug fixes, everybody. Improve the arena battle preparation screen to display opponent's speed. You now can see just how many people don't equip speed cores. Improve this character skill screen to see if a skill has been changed by a weapon, and it displays the changed skill description, which is good. It should have done that in the first place, because there's several characters I have weapons for, and it just still displays the original one. You have to have clicked the, you have to go in the weapon and read it, or you click the little side icon to show that it was modified. Fix an issue where the icons for arena exclusive auras were not displaying. That was a thing people talked about last week. Fix an issue where the skill level effects of arena defense team were not applied. And the evade stat granted by core options was applied differently from what is displayed. And fixed an issue where Aki's passive skill Discipliner applied excessively higher values than stated when the target's value was below 50%. Oh, darn it. Aki done got nerfed. Well, there we go, guys. She was fun while she lasted. That sucks, but that's life. I was looking through some of the stuff in the game in the first place, and I was wondering, like, what, because this is supposed to be like a Live 2D situation where it's like, you know, the background's a parallax, everything's moving, and I was like checking the stuff out. So like this, like these right here are, doesn't show the mouse. Oh, it does. Like all this right here was like, you know, like each one of these are individual pictures, and you can actually tell where they cut out some of it in the first place. So let's go get our free character recruitment. We'll be recruiting other characters anyways. We've got Sussy, Shisui, we got Yuri Hisui, and we got Shizuru. We got the S Club today. We got Sesbi and Lex on the team. So let's go over here, get ourselves a legendary character recruitment. What did we get? Oily Grandpa. Fantastic. That means I also maxed him out. My Oily Grandpa gets stronger every day. He's going to be really good when I go in a tower. I've been preparing his stuff, to say the least. If I could find him. Because he is rare. Got more ALO copies. I'm going to need to get more stuff for her because she's going to be really important too. She's going to be part of the team. Burn Buddy, he's going to be another one too. There he is. Oily Grandpa. Oh no, he's not maxed out yet. Because I also got his weapon, so now I can remove shield from targets, which is amazing. It's going to be great. It's going to be so cool. But no, they have the scaling portraits on everything is much, much larger. And it's like they did not put that in the news, which is weird. All right, let's go to exchange, see what's worth buying. See, now I have the select all feature, even though I don't want to buy all this stuff. I think like a couple hours ago, we had one of the only whatchamahootsits. Those they put a limited ticket in the shop, and they haven't. I don't think they've done that in a while. So let's go to main story. Let's go do that. Let's unmute the game. Let's take them off. Let's put the family. Let's make it a family affair. There we go. Because I think the boss is balanced, so we can do that.
お前たちが勝手に行動するから。そっちが指示通りに動けなかったから。DSO 内の食堂に堅穏な雰囲気が漂っていた。原因は先ほどの救助任務での失敗。タイマニンと米連兵士たちが作戦内で足並みを揃えられなかったことが。
That was in the shop. Like I saw the picture of it.
誰が真の
It said like 6.
何者が暗躍しているのかわからない状況なのだから、互いを心から信頼することができていないのだ。
No way, they really said there's a spy among us.
その結果がこれだ。
Oh my god.
市民の救助に向かっておきながら、 仲間同士で足を引っ張り合い、市民を守るどころか無様に撤退してしまった。互いを罵り、失敗の責任をなすりつけ合う兵士たちとタイマニンたちの間に DSO の指揮官が割り込んできた。君たちは何のために戦っているのだ。名誉のためか、国のためか、自分のためか。堅穏な言い争いをしていたタイマニンとベーレン兵士たちに DSO 指揮官の言葉は胸に刺さるほど重く鋭いものだった、大切なのは追い詰められている戦う力がない一般市民を救出することではないのだ。指揮官は大切な目的を伝えると再度の市民救出の作戦を提案した。今はお互いへの
This insanely dour and sad
目の前の
story.
作戦に集中する。
Any military that fails to save its people is utterly worthless.
And then we have the summer event. It's like, oh, don't splash me.
その言葉に今守らなければならない存在が何なのかを思い出す。
Yeah, we.
市民たちはまだ生きていて、連携不足によって
Yeah,
早
they
々
could
に
have done
撤退
something
してしまっ
better
た
with
ことが
this.
逆に得となり、自分たちの被害も軽微。まだチャンスが残っていることをタイマニンもベーレン兵士も理解していた。
Damn, she's big.
切りかかる。
Oh, it's loud. Oh, you're loud. Oh my god, that was loud.
群れるぞ。行こうか。行くぞ。せい。切りか群れるぞ。行こうか。
I heard that in my headphones and I was like, oh wow, Rinko, you are loud. Told that bitch to shut the hell up. Oh, man.
行こうか。
Alright, so. Alright, we're gonna do this about like 7 more times. Because the enemies aren't really that complicated, and then we're gonna get to the boss and get fucking rolled. Because I really hope that they are not gonna limit themselves to just like, oh, we have to have only 8 chapters. Because sometimes you can... They limited themselves into the 5-chapter format for AT, and it's like you can do so much more. It's okay, guys. I'm so happy these bone guys are playable. I'm so happy about that because they're farmable enemies from this, and it's like it just warmed my heart to see it. Quite literally, the bad to the bone. The bad to the bone guys are back. I need to take Ayame off the main slot because her arena passive does nothing here. You know, even though this game has its problems, one of my favorite things about this is like every time like AT or this game gets an update, everybody just starts like doom posting. It's like, oh my god, this update was fucking terrible. Oh, I can't believe it. End of service tomorrow. EOS in sight. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. This is terrible. It's awful. Like Maya getting added in. Yeah, we all know they're gonna handle it improperly. This should be a much bigger event. But everybody's like, this is the end of the fucking world. Oh my god, they're gonna kill the guy. They're gonna kill the game. I am impressed though that they've actually taken certain steps narratively to improve some of the characters, because Rinko's a really good candidate for this because of her time in Tiwa and time in Yukikaze. She's kind of hard-headed and stupid, and obviously they wrote Tatsuro out of existence for over 8 years at this point, and actually having his relevance with him and his sister is like, you know, it's kind of incredible to say the least. I'm honestly impressed because they never did anything with they didn't do anything with him, and they're actually improving his relationship with his sister.
ターゲットか貫け。ええ、任務完了いたしました。はい、では。
Because more or less Yukikaze is the brains of their operation and Rinko is the muscle. She's out there just whooping her brother's ass. It's like, you gotta work hard, little bro. You can do it. Ho, ho, ho.
行こうか。行くぞ。ターゲットか貫け。切りか群れるぞ。行こうか。行くぞ。ターゲットか貫け。
Oh, dang it. I was like,
ええ、任務完了いたしました。
I need to ask I need to ask Tatsuro a question. It's a little difficult, I know, for him to answer, but it's like, I know he'll tell me the truth. He's my man. Hey Tatsuro, who is your favorite Blue Archive character? Oh, Seiya? Oh wow, me too. I like Rio a lot better though. She's pretty cool. Seiya's pretty awesome. I like her. She's pretty cool though. See, he loves exclaiming his love for Yurizono Seiya. I don't get it. Oh, dude, it's MF Doom! He's the only person? Really? They didn't put any other, like, little enemies with him? To, like, mess up our tracking? Huh. Okay. Well, it's Meteor Shower. Put a slow. Ult. Great.
最後の大型魔族が方向を上げながら向かってくると、強化外骨格に身を包んだベーレン兵士が
It's supposed to be like Times Square or
その突撃を
something.
正面から受け止めた。
Shoulder middle.
動きが止ま
I'll
った
play
瞬
Tulip
間、
again. Wow,
タ
I
イマ
love
ニン
that
たち
game.
が素早く追撃する。体中の急所を
Yeah,
貫
it's
か
supposed to
れ
be
た魔
Times
族が
Square.
地に伏せる。
Yeah, I generated Times
地響
Square.
きとともに周囲へ積もった雪が舞い上
Sending
が
a
る。
tremor? Oh, dude, I have that guy.
お互いを信頼したことで連携が完成し、ようやく最初の作戦、その小さな一歩を
I know
踏み
he's
出
a
せ
little
た。
bit more of a struggle in his challenge version, but
そし
I
て次
expect
だ。
that.
自身も前線に出て指揮を執っていた DSO の司令官は休む暇もなく次の目標に魔族に落とされた指揮施設の奪還を提案した。
やったな。
Damn it. Oh, stop, Kurenai. You're so loud. Great. Whew. Oh, man. Really got me sweating. Damn. Alright, Death Knight. What does Death Knight do? Oh, cool. He's a fixed passive. Defense for power allies by 27.5. Taunt on a fiber. But it's a single hit, so it'll never proc. His ult is slams it down, up and back. When a crit lands during this attack, grants a shield equal to 300% of the defense of the character. And he's a tank type. Duration for 2 turns. Okay. That's, first time a shield is actually relevant. Actually worthwhile to stack defense on him and actually put him as the leader slot. Man. And he's Moon? Shit, man, look at you. Death Knight actually worthwhile pickup. But this, he's cool. This guy over here, literally the fucking Fire Geist. Bad to the bone. I can hear the song playing right now. Let's see. 3 on a 5-er. And freeze. What? Hell curse. Damn. I might have to get the Bone Zone in here. What about the red guy? Gravegeist. Oh, he's got Gravestorm. Yep. Inflict with a feint. That's a singular hit on all enemies, though. Oh no, it's Thundergrave. Reduces turn gauge at a 15 on 10. Two or more fodders for level upgrade. I only use one character whenever I'm gonna do like a leveling on someone. He's gonna be a bitch though for that. When using Soul Obliterator, removes buff from all allies. Ooh, very gay. Hate it. On turn start, inflicts target to an enemy with the lowest HP. Really? Alright, well it's 9 up. Dude, Rinko is right there. Why do you keep exclaiming your love for Seiya like just screaming it to the mountaintops? Learn some restraint, bro. You got Yukikaze and you got your fat ass sister over there. It's like 2 Taiman. He's 3 Taiman even. Sting. 8%. That's better. He's putting up a fight. Oh, he hit a 3. Nice. 57. He's gonna steal the bus from that, so this has to hit. Okay, that's fine. That was a close one. He almost had a turn. He could have attacked me. Alright, good. My team for the last one now can work out for this. I can now farm up a bunch of copies of that guy now. I'm okay with that. It's not like Marrow, where I want to get as many copies as possible of him. It's like, okay, I'm not worried about that. Green? Oh, shit. Why did they recommend Felicia? The hell is she doing? What do they call for the recommended team? Tokiko? Felicia? Okay, she's got extra turn. Proportional lost HP. Well, that's fine. Saika, I don't have her. Moves targets buff. Oh, that's why, because that protective shields always keeps fucking my shit up. Bro, you're saying words over here. I understand what they mean, but that means I have to slot Tokiko in there. Not acquired. Oh, I need to put cores back on Felicia because I used her on something else. Let's see, who's got attack cores I can put on her? Ah, there it is. Power core B. Because I needed them for the boss fight. This guy can keep those. Now she's at 28,000 power. Do I have any other of these? Any other Jupiter parts? No, I'd have to make more. Well, I don't have Saika. I would really like the big booty warrior, but well, it's just not in the cards to have her. I guess I didn't sing her praises enough when I did her video all that time ago. It's like,
It's not fucking happening, dude. You're just gonna have to suffer.
You're just gonna have to suffer like suffer like G did. Can you do that, buddy? I would really rather not have to run, Tokiko. She has yet to show up, which is really good. Very good. Oh, Big Mom, no. Sure, we'll do that. It's not gonna obviously. We do a moon comp. No, because I'll just do it. I need to get this done. Well, I don't use the honor shop because I only have like two characters that do it.
さてやってみようかさあ切り捨てる
Let's just get this over with. Need to do something. Need to go over to the event. See, now she's too fast because I would traditionally use her to like get rid of the shield.
さて見切れるかな作戦目標確認煙幕を張るぞ
So wave. Oh, they made a new icon for protective shield. Now it's actually differentiated from shield.
見切れるかな作戦目標確認
See, we're gonna get really bad ranking this time because I don't get rid of the damn shield.
さあ切り捨てる作戦目標確認食らえ作戦目標確認煙幕を張るぞ
Because I had this like absolutely like, stupid ass strategy, which was where I'd make her slower than the boss. So whenever it would apply, she would use her steel skill or her multi-hit attack. So a wave. Yao Bakuni that makes me say wow. Ooh. Immobilize has a new icon. It's got chains that bind you. Hey. 76. I need to get her to like 75 speed. Because I know he's designed to be slow. Because I'm pretty sure it's like I can take off some of these effects and she'll be even slower. Because it worked. Believe me, it worked. This absolutely hackneyed strategy actually worked. There you go. Got a bunch of unupgraded stuff. There you go. Who's got a speed core that... Cool. No, it's attack booster. Accuracy and crit rate? Yes, please. Make her slow. Module A? Yeah. Alright, later, Jeff. It's 72. We can do it, we can do it.
さてやってみようかさあ切り捨てる
I mean, you're not really supposed to set it to auto, but it's like if I can leave it in auto and it actually turns out this way, I'll be fine with it. There we go. Now she's slow enough to where it works.
さて見切れるかな作戦目標確認煙幕を張るぞ
Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do. Oops, I need to disable that skill now.
作戦目標確認食らえ
Because the proper thing you're supposed to do is use Tokiko so he doesn't get these buffs, or Saika to just crush him. No, I don't want to use Tokiko unless I really have to. I'd rather use Saika because the booty warrior just knows how to throw it back, you know. That's better. See, it works. We got an extra 200,000 damage out of it. We also lost a turn because she used her laser. She used her laser when I wanted her to use her basic string, which I need to do that. All right, we have that. How many of these have we done? Extermination, upgrade, play arena. What could he have meant by this, guys? What could he have meant by this defense composition? It could mean anything. Actually, now we have three individual dogs for that, so we can actually you can recreate the proposed ending to Ingrid's OVA properly.
見切れるかなターゲット確認リロードします気がするターゲット確認
Bing.
撃ちます
No, not Mr. Orc. Not Mr. Stylen Orc, he's dead. I can't believe you've done such a thing.
切りか見えたさあ流言国行くぞ風のごとく深くを取ったわやったな
I need to up my Snake Lady game. Because she I have cores for her, but I've not done anything with that as of late. And it's really fucked me over because it's like she's obviously part of the poison team composition. Well, that's true. If you're using an agility team, it's neutral damage, so you can still, ball with it for the most part. You don't get the elemental advantage boost, but it's also, you're hitting for neutral damage, which is, if it's better, it would probably be better for me if I did that in the first place. I mean, most of them are. It's like, what is it? It's a Spider Lady, other Spider Lady, Fur, and Power Lady isn't power, is she? No, she's agility. Yeah. She's part of the agility team, but she's also part of that debuff flush, so you can, when you finally get into like S and above, you'll be able to do like 1,000,000 damage poison ticks. Because what is it? It's like when you're up to triple S, it's like the HP is in the neighborhood of like what, 150 million. So they start ticking for like stupidly high amounts because why not? Your Tokiko. Your Kurenai could not beat my Kurenai. Oh no, Sakura, you got blown up in the arena again. Oh no, don't worry, we'll fix you, hun. We got you, babe. Alright, we did 3 of those. That's 3 too many. Play extermination, great upgrade something. Let's go to my 3s. Great, now they're all 4. Fantastic. Be able to use them for upgrading a bunch of stuff now. Play extermination 3 times. We're not on boost, so it's okay. Because then we can do part 1 of the event. My goodness, it's like she's letting us know. There she goes. She's in her element. Look at her go. Is there really no way to skip these? Oh, she got freezed. Well, at least when you're frozen, you take 25% less damage. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's well, it is pretty bad. You can't act anymore until you thaw out. It's like Pokemon. Unless someone decides to thaw you out. Which, in most cases, that will never happen. Taimanin's hot summer. It's warm outside. It's freaking hot. Yeah, you gotta use fucking 1,500. Gotta get 10,000 for the weapon. They've certainly been getting better about, you know, just like, you don't need to have the weapon anymore, because that's what they did for their first event, is you needed the weapon to see part 2. Using 10,000 AP is a lot harder than you think in some cases. Let's go here. Let's try 10. We're gonna gamble. Nope.
Rinko, please.
Alright, we got everything. Round 4. 3%. If you like to gamble, I'll tell you how to win. Not like fucking that. I did get the gem rolls, which is good. Damn it. Well, let's go to part 1 of the story. Let's see what this is. I haven't heard anything about it, so let's see just how good could it be? Oh, cool. It's Taimanin Yukikaze time. Welcome back to Misaki City, a local town not too far from Gosher. Rinko, a student Taimanin belonging to Gosher Academy, has arrived in this town alongside her junior Yukikaze and a younger brother Tatsuro to purchase items for a mission. This specific item Rinko was searching for in order to prepare for the assignment is... Oh, was it really necessary to travel all the way to Misaki City just to buy a swimsuit? Look at me so excited. A swimsuit. Oh, what are you even saying, Rinko? As if you could ever find a cute one back in Gosha Village. The swimsuit is for blending in among civilians, so there's no need for it to be cute. Still, I wouldn't wear a school swimsuit to a mission. Yeah, well, I didn't think you'd go that far. What kind of swimsuit are you actually planning to wear then? Something similar to a lifeguard uniform would draw less attention, plus it's highly functional, since it's far easier to conceal ninja tools inside compared to a regular one. Don't you agree? Absolutely not. Look at her being practical. No, never. If you're going on a solo mission, it would be fine, but if you're operating alongside someone else, I think a normal woman would be a better choice. The mission's details were strictly classified, even for direct family members. Therefore, even Tatsuro and Yukikaze didn't know exactly who Rinko would be working with, nor the details of the mission. With such limited information, Tatsuro's practical advice was entirely reasonable. I was given no specific details other than a swimsuit would be the appropriate attire for the location, but you've certainly got a point. That's an oversight on mine. Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, I did, but not really. Even if it's just for the mission, you're still going to the beach. It'd be a shame if you wore something totally drab. Oh, you're sticking your tongue out, little skooky snake. Besides, aside from the mission, I want to go to the beach with you too. So please pick a cute swimsuit for when that time comes. Tatsuro, you're here to provide a guy's perspective, so actually put some thought into it. A guy's perspective? But I'm a little brother. I don't really want to imagine my sister in a swimsuit. Oh. Hold on, Tatsuro. Since Yukikaze is trying really hard to help, I would appreciate it if you showed some enthusiasm too. Oh, not you too. I'll do what I can, but don't set your expectations too high. Good, thanks. My swimsuit is just an excuse. And what you really want is a date with Tatsuro, isn't it, Yukikaze? Oh, no, don't worry. I fully support you two. Huh? Well, I mean, I won't deny that it crossed my mind, but that's totally secondary. Now then, I'm in your hands today, you two. Since I'm the one wearing it, I'll pick out something first. Wait, Rinko, please. She's already persuaded, and it's not like Rinko has a terrible fashion sense, so why don't we trust her on this? That's not it. I want to be the one choosing her swimsuit. I want to have fun by making her try this and that, until we find the perfect one. But if we leave it to Rinko, she's gonna definitely pick the first sensible thing she sees and call it a day. We gotta move. Wait up, Rinko. I guess the reason why girls' shopping trips take forever is because of people like Yukikaze. Real. Seeing his childhood friend and older sister getting along so well pleases him. Wearing a slightly weary smile, he follows after them. Oh no, trouble afoot. If it's for me, I suppose this is gonna do. Excuse me, I would like to use the fitting room. Oh, of course, miss. If you're looking for a swimmy, that section's over there and it features this year's new arrivals. I'm sure they will look great on you. Thanks, but this is more than sufficient. I see. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Oh, hello! Excuse me, didn't a beautiful girl with a chill vibe just come on by? Oh, yes, she went over that way. There she is. Oh, wait up, Rinko. Oh, Yukikaze, where's Tatsuro? Did you two fight? No, we didn't fight, but we're gonna. What's that in your hand? A swimsuit I've chosen. After all, purchasing a swimsuit is our objective today. Rest assured, once I make this purchase, I will naturally take my leave so the two of you can be left alone. Oh, just as I thought. You picked out a swimsuit that I can already guarantee will look good on you without even trying it on. How about we take our time and look at some other options, too? Why? Didn't you just say this would suit me? Making a swift decision should be beneficial for you two as well, shouldn't it? That may be true, but this is a girls' shopping trip. It really doesn't have to be that transactional. Is there really no, store interior scene? Is this not did the power go out there or something? Ah, found you. Here you are. Thought I lost you two for a second. What's wrong, Yukikaze? It's nothing. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but don't be so disheartened. After all, I managed to buy a swimsuit thanks to you. But that completely defeats the purpose of me coming with you. Oh, I see. Then I guess I also came along for nothing. Rinko is always quick to make up her mind, right? So I had a feeling it would turn out like this. Anyway, now that we've bought everything, what are we going to do next? Well, it would be a pity to head straight back after coming all the way to Misaki City. Let's take a break and figure out a plan. As a way to say thank you and make amends, today is my treat. Will this make up for it, Yukikaze? Okay, thank you. There's a cafe on the way here. Should we go there? Sure. The inside of the cafe was quiet with the peak hours behind them. As soon as the trio was shown to their table, they saw a familiar face. Shisui! What's up? What a coincidence. I'm surprised to see you here. Yuri Hisui is a Gosha Academy graduate. Oh, she's a working girl. While Yukikaze and Tatsuro have no idea, she is one of the people that Rinko was set to work on during the mission. Are you here to buy one too? Yes, and I figure you're here for the same reason. Why is she so angry? Why is she so on guard against this? Rinko, you gotta relax. Yes, I only had an old, worn-out one. I guess you're in the same mission as Rinko. Yes, you're here for a different reason, right? We just came along to help my sister with her shopping. Your sister? Ah, sorry, my name is Akiyama Tatsuro. I'm Rinko's younger brother and a freshman at Gosha. Ah, I'm Yuri Hisui. It's nice to meet you. Would you mind if we joined you? Oh, I don't mind. If I had known you were coming to buy a swimmer, I would have come with you. Miss Shizuru told me to prepare one, so I just went with the clerk's recommendation. That's, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I should have had the sense to ask you along. But you and Hisui have such different vibes. I'm sure that whatever the clerk recommended will suit you perfectly. You think so? Well, I tried it on, but I wasn't too sure. Hisui opened up the bag beside her and showed them the swimsuit she bought. Well, it's certainly not as bold as Rinko's, but that is quite bold. But it suits you well, so I think it's perfect. Really? Well, thank you. You said Miss Shizuru, right? I'm assuming she's on the same mission then. And she'll definitely be wearing something even bolder. I wonder if it'll really be okay with the three of you at the beach together like that. You're going to bring way too much attention. Having witnessed 2 consecutive swimsuits that her own physique could never pull off, Yuka Kaze was left utterly frantic as she imagined Shizuru of all people joining the fray. And right next to her... Dun dun dun. Hey, Tatsuro. What? Which one? What do you mean? Which one of them were you just imagining in a swimsuit? Hisui or Miss Shizuru? Neither. I wasn't imagining anything like that. Don't lie. You had this goofy-ass grin on your face. How energetic. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. Her hero wind is so powerful, it's giving her a mastectomy. It's fine. Sometimes a little noise is nice. By the way, Akiyama, please call me Rinko since Tatsuro is also here. What is it? Sure. So, tell me, what kind of swimsuit did you buy, Rinko? Mizuki mentioned it was pretty bold. I hadn't intended to choose anything quite so bold, so here it is. Whoa, now that's bold. Is it? I don't know much about this stuff, but I think it suits you. Thank you. I won't get mad, so spit it out. You're already mad! Oh, look, the Donsley Solil sign. That's chapter 7. No, I think it's chapter 7 in AT. Look at that. A few hours later, that lively yet peaceful moment shattered by the 4 Taimanins in Misaki City, the scene shifts to the underground dark city of Yomahara. Shizuru was working undercover to conceal her identity as a Taimanin, and also placed her shop, her primary base of operations, on temporary hiatus to set out on a new mission. Who runs the bar when she's not there? Somebody has to. There she is. Oh, hey Shizuru. I was just about to head in for a drink. Are you closing up today? Well, that's right. Sorry about that. I'm taking a temporary leave starting tonight. How does she... I gotta forget about that. It's just like she has time and money. I just won big at the casino and was planning to get hammered with some expensive drinks. I won't be gone for that long, so save that money until I get back. But it's not like you'd listen anyways. Of course not. Since you're closed tonight, I just have to order cheap booze again the next time. Why the sudden break? Did something come up? It might be hard to tell down here, but it's already summer on the surface. And since it's summer, obviously, I'm off to spend my vacation at the beach. A few days later on the secluded provincial beach. See, here's the thing. It's like her normal outfit, like the one that, we see her all the time with, the rims on her glasses are way thinner. The ones that she's wearing here are more along the lines of like the ones for her regular art and like in AT and all the other stuff. Like they made her glasses too thick and it doesn't work out. Here though, this is perfect. It's summertime. Swimsuit time. Strike time. We're at the beach in our swimsuits and you two are acting no differently than usual. It's okay to be a little excited, We are here strictly for the mission. I was told to wear a swimsuit to blend in with the civilians, but there's almost nobody here. This mission is to track down and neutralize the UFS's experimental creature that had escaped during sea transport and is suspected of hiding in the vicinity. There have been no reports of casualties, and the beach hasn't been sealed off, but even for a remote countryside beach with no official restrictions in place, it was highly unnatural for such a beautiful shore to be completely deserted during the peak of summer. Rinko found herself deeply suspicious, but she wouldn't have to wonder why for long. Dun dun dun. Whoa. I think it was packed a little while ago, but people cleared out the moment the monster started roaring like that. Since it is the countryside, there aren't many curious onlookers to gawk, so I suppose this beach has become quite the secluded little paradise for now. In a twisted stroke of luck, the presence of the monster prevented the absolute chaos Yukikaze had feared would erupt from the three of them gathering up looking like this. Needless to say, however, this was hardly a welcome development. Indeed, with it bellowing that loudly, no civilians are going to come here, but this beach is a valuable resource for the town. Let's exterminate it quickly before the summer ends. As if... What? Okay. Agreed. Even the seabirds don't even want to come by because of that thing. Let's get their home back for them. According to the map, there's a cave in the direction the sound is coming from. That must be where it's nesting. Let's go. Thus, the three of them embark on their mission, signaling the start of an intensely hot summer. Action-packed. We can't have part 2 where we get the nice conclusion. The hot summer. It's certainly warm. I wonder if we can... Well, we're at 68 of 100. What does Milestone give us? Oh, I got way too much AP to use that. It starts scaling better and better, but that's going to take me like at least several hours to do. We got that done. That's good. Let's talk about Anrose. Let's see what she brings to the table. So she's obviously balanced like we talked about earlier. So she's got a multi-hit basic. Damage increases equal to 1% of the target's max HP when attacking. Oh, that's wow, that's really fucking crazy. Okay. Obviously, it doesn't work out. It's barely a decimal point when it's on, regular enemies. And then anything that has probably over like 1 million HP and beyond, doing 1% of 1 million is still, worth it. Damn. And that's on every hit, too. Sheesh. Slashes 4 times with an angle. Inflicts sleep on a 20% on the last one. And if the target is a boss, it becomes 70, of course. Inflicted with defense down at a 90%. And if it's a... Wow. Damn. Stabs with all her might. Her boob is so big. Damage increases by 45% for each debuff the target has. Stacks up to 5 times. So that's what? 90, 180, 225. Wow. What's her passive? When attacking a balanced type enemy, which is bosses usually, damage increases by 10%. When attacked by a balanced type enemy, damage taken increases 10 less. And she's got crit rate of balanced allies by 10% in all battles. Cool. That is the perfect replacement for Momochi. She hates bosses and balanced units. Well, I've certainly come to appreciate balanced units. They've even though that bomber girl guy cheated, or at least he got reported as cheated and got his record taken off of there, the idea of making balanced units work out is pretty nice. It's slow, but it'll get you there, which is obviously a pretty big problem in the tower, because speed kills in the most literal sense. Oh, what does her weapon do? Her weapon modifies her too. So does that and sleep and defense down, works on bosses. Inflicts a faint. Inflicts weaken. Cool. A 27% weaken too. That's nice. So if you get her weapon, it turns her into a two-sided debuff applicator. So if they're weak to faint, she applies it. If they have a weakness to weakening, what a world. Yeah, because defense down is just like it just weakens their defense by that percentage amount. But taking more damage across the entire board is always better. There are, there's more instances of defense down than there are weaken, because there's only a few characters I can think of right now. I can't remember their name, but I know it can inflict weaken, because that's part of the, I think, the full agility team strategy with Rinko and Tatsuro, where they just keep inflicting weaken and you can just keep like stalling turns. I don't know. I don't hate Anne Rose. I'd pick her up because she just the sheer value alone, because I don't have very many balanced units in the first place, or at least anything of that caliber, because she solves a lot of problems by herself. Francis, on the other hand, doesn't. What does Francis do again? Oh, we talked about hers. It's like she applies defense down. She'll knock it out of the park. She looks really good though in this. She's a good looking Oni. Good looking Oni Mahoney. Let's see, get that done. She could. I feel like she would be the type of person to get a login month in the first place because, you know, it is Anne Rose. Let's go to exchange. Let's go to the research lab and go to weapon crafting so I can get a Ruscala. We're fucking 300 short. Oh, the pain. God damn it. Because I just got the last one I needed. Can we do it? Exchange post mileage? Can you really do that? 4 copies of Shizuru. Crazy. I want to merge. What's that? Multi-purpose blueprint. Oh. What's the conversion for it? Oh, it's terrible. It's a 4. Yuck. I need 300 of them too. Because I want her for the balance team, because Ruscala is like, it's the one that does the, what is it? It's the conversion from defense to attack boost, and it's a really, really huge boost too. How much would this give me? Oh, it's doable. There we go. We'll just go to give 90 from every single one. No skin off my bones on that one. So that's what we're literally here for. Typically, I don't like to play this game on my phone because it is so resource intensive on there. But when they had the hot missions and it's like, okay, dude, you gotta do this so you can get the fucking things for her. And it's like, I hate this game sometimes. I don't want to do that. We're short. We need... It's like, it's so fucking stupid. It's like, oh. I like Brown Lady a lot better. That's my Owen de Gisa choice, is a hot brown elf lady. I made 100 more. Fucking stupid. I made 400 more. There we go. Tia Ruscala. Rusalka, or whatever it's called. Hooray! Now I got the big testicle. Grants debuff block, 45% defense up. Debuff block, attack up. Yeah, baby. Dude, just a fucking PNG of like a plasma ball. Hooray! Brown lady. My ultra powerful brown lady. She's ready. I'm gonna take her everywhere I can because she's a balanced unit. Hot child in the city. Finally, now I'm ready to get her to 6. She's around here somewhere. I see you. I see you. I see what you're gonna do. Team balanced. Ready for takeoff. She just drops it. Why do you drop it? It just falls off. Oh my god. You dummy. Why does she do that? It just falls over. See, that's why you're the best, Eleanor. Yeah, they're palming a basketball like fucking Michael Jordan. What does Dark Elf of the Dark Woods? Dark Elf of the Dark Woods. Dark green embryo. Dark Elf of the Dark Woods. Dark. The darkness of my soul. Shield. That's her. This is her passive. Good. Now we've got fancy testicle. Now I can use all the stuff for that. They need to learn how to start truncating these a little better so they don't get all mashed up in there. Well, they probably didn't anticipate this with, like, you know, obviously it shows the modified version because you've equipped the tier, but because it's normally defensive nectar level 1 turn count. They could probably almost truncate or remove turns because it's like, you know, click the clock and 5. That would work. Good. Now I can get ready to start making cores for her. The balanced team gets another team member. Ooh, it's great. We've already got her. Well, I don't know. I've thought about picking up Anne Rose myself because that's perfect. That's exactly the sort of thing I would like to see for like a balanced team member, because she provides a lot of utility in a very succinct package. Because we've got the healing, we've got the help, we've got the damage, we've got the utility. I think we can do it. Because now is like, not my research lab, it's my spec ops stuff. Oh, stop. Another hand touches the beacon. I'm so close. I think the only one I did Jupiter. Are they all done? I think they are. 20. Oh, cool. 20's done. That's done. Cool. So now that all these are done, the last one I needed to do was Mercury, because that was a shit show to say the least. Ugh. Like, the only way that I was actually able to win the fight without her, you know, without her doing her transformation, because every time she does her fucking transformation, it pretty much like loses the fight, because it just won't happen. Fuki getting off the speed down off of his skill 1, like early on, that made the difference. Surprisingly enough, Torajiro did more damage than Kurenai. That's her skill 3. Absolutely crazy. Because I managed to actually get one of her the White Tiger fists. Oh wait, we can actually check it out now. Yeah, slashes 6 times. When the target's HP is 20% or less, it's like, it doesn't even matter for that. Obviously, her skill 6, you know, her skill 3 being like, you know, maxed out, ton of damage. Really just tears the ass out of anything that gets in her way. Surprisingly, much more capable than we anticipated. Another hand touched the beacon. Finally, all these are done. I need to just go back and do some of these missions again. Well, this is a perfect time to do it because we're here. Jupiter's up. Who is for green? Oh, perfect. Felicia's on the case. Go get him, baby. Let's not do times 16. We need to do 2. We'll do these, and that'll pretty much probably be it for today. Because it's 3 now. It's just Jupiter and Saturn to finish it up. That's good. Then we'll have all that done. And now that all of the stuff has been cleared for the most part that I want to do, I'll be able to finally probably start getting ready for Tower. Because that 42 turn mission 1 really put it into perspective. Okay, get your shit together, son. Maitimasu. I need to put that on her. Yep, that would have killed her. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thanks, Felicia. We got 2 turns, okay. There you go, Felicia, go get him! Nasemai just turns into a fucking Pokemon. She's like, Nasemai! Ikimasu! Thank you, Felicia. Get it going, girl. Because nobody else has their stuff. Toyo is actually threatening. Like, he is an actual, like, contributing member to the team and is not actually like a big baby bitch. He's got aura. He knows what to do. Alright, all done there. And we're missing 2 points because this is from 19 and 17. Oh, I know why. It's because we didn't have the proper setup for it. We won't need her. We'll take Noah because she's actually got the stats behind her. Oily Grandpa's actually probably a better bet. Because... Oh, that's right, because she died because they got hit from the Gravestorm ability. Wait for red. Now, my red units are not leveled up in any capacity. I know she's helpful, but it's not going to be anything like that. They're still so weak, it shouldn't be that much of a problem, though. Asuka can take care of it. Who are my favorite epic and rare in this game? That's a good question. Because they more or less extend from like they were normally my favorite, some of my favorite characters already. That's a good question because I can't think who I would say was one of my favorites right now. Because it's like most of my favorites are already just reserved for the legendary rarity. Mirabelle will probably be like one of my favorites. I think she's great. I already liked her normally, and her just being a really, really good epic unit helps a lot. Let's get rid of you. You attack the whole field. In terms of rare units, though, it's probably got to be Torajiro Minasaki. Not only are they mechanically fantastic, you just can't get enough of the Ganbare? Ganbare? Can't get enough of it. It gets in your head every time. You see her doing her little dance like, Ganbare? Ganbare? And Torajiro fucking screaming always is a treat. Gotta love her. Wedding Asagi is very good. Well, it shouldn't surprise me at all that one of my favorite characters. It shouldn't surprise me that an Asagi clone in the first place is relevant and very good. There. Green. Ah, right. That's because they barely have any like usable red units. Because I was like, what? I remember this. Because I had like barely any chance to get some of that stuff. Because then she does it. Then she attacks my team for element advantage, and she just, you know, ruins the whole fucking thing. Willy Grandpa has certainly proved his worth. He's very, very good. Especially with that taunt of his. Go, Asuka. Give her the speed down. You weren't supposed to do that. Throw the taunt down.
That's not what you're supposed to fucking do.
Well, that was pleasant. I think I only have one left, and that's on Sun. It's obviously not a raid update, but we're here. Yep, and we're almost there. Ooh, I can almost take. Victory is within reach. What's this? What's it on? Tier 5? I can handle that. It's the red mission, so that's blue. Oh yeah, we're fine. If anything, I just need to unequip Yuri Hisui. No, wait, we can keep her on there. This is the level 5 fight. We could probably auto this. I say that, and then I'll get fucking creamed or something. Gashiranui's immobilize is very good. If they don't have any actions to use, they can't do anything. I forget. I think her name's like Tina Worrell or something, the one in the first slot. She has like a bunch of counter-attack strategies with her, so you can attack on enemy turns, which is really worthwhile. That's something I never really considered until I was starting to do these missions, and I was like, oh, this is cool. She's actually a really cool unit, so I'm very impressed with her. And there we go. That's 420. Dude, fucking blaze my spec ops. I don't have to worry about this stuff until they release like the 120 version. Let's level up to moon missions. Fantastic. This is great. We did it, guys. Live on stream. We finished all of the missions. Sadly, like I did this all on my own time, but there we go. We finished. We cleaned it up. Now let's end our day with something by rolling for units. So let's see. Obviously, we've got Yuri Hisui and Shizuru. I did not expect Shizuru of all people to be the epic, but yet here we are. So let's take a look. What do they do? Of course, Shizuru is a support type again. 4 times, recovers ally HP by the lowest by 6% of the max on last attack. Pretty stable stuff. Waiting for a turn, keeps the team healthy. So she's designed to inflict confusion. Gives crit rate up. She's more or less probably for the arena. Removes 1 debuff from all enemies after the attack. If it doesn't have any debuffs, give it power up instead. Enemy afflicted with confusion at the end of each side's turn. So I guess they're going to just start putting that on stuff now. At the end of each side's turn, grant shields equal to 12% of character's max HP to an ally with lowest. Alright, Shizuru is okay at best. Another niche character situation. Increases crit damage of all allies by 22.5 in arena and tower. Not too bad. What do you do, Yuri Hisui? Stabs the enemy with the tip of the parasol. Taunts the target hit at a fixed 10% chance. Taunt? Why? She's Jupiter offense type. Because taunt characters are like... Because Rakshasa has a taunt, but she really doesn't want that. I guess that's probably... She's supposed to be like an evade tank. But she's not a tank. Whatever. Using the parasol as an axis, she does Dance Macabre to attack an enemy 3 times. Gains counterattack. We were just talking about that. Swings it in a wide arc to hit the enemy. Damage increases in proportion to HP lost. Removes protective shields from the target before the attack. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I like that. And if the character's HP is lower than 50%, increases crit rate and damage by 37.5 and 55. Passive is that. She has built-in backwater then. So she can actually get her damage in before she dies. But she also doesn't get the tank damage debuff either, which is pretty neat. She's kind of niche. I'm sure she has her place in the tower. Oh, that's right. We got to go over to oh no, Reaper's in the pool. Reaper in the pool. Reaper in the pool. Epic. There he is. Reaper, the boss we just faced. Can you believe it? Look, there's Commodious. There's the Commode, and there's the Reaper. Let's see, he's got heal reduction. Defense down. Okay. 2-hitter, so it's got a chance. And recovers 4.5 max HP whenever an enemy is defeated. Oh, man. At least the Commode has better skills. Crit damage of balanced allies in all battles. Man, that's a tough pick. Because it's like giving them crit damage is obviously something they like. But wow. I have to slotting that. And I have this in like in the back. I'm like, wow, that's a hard pick. But he's offensive, so he can actually do something with it. 4.5 max non-negotiable. Tough call. Alright, let's see what we got. Yuri Hisui, will you come home? Who we gonna get, guys? Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. That's a gambling lost. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like he's wow. I can't justify running him for that passive. It's like I'm missing out on so much. There are other balanced characters who have better attributes than that. Yeah, you either pay money for Anrose or you get fucking... you get that. He's a common though, so we'll be able to pick up more copies of him in the first place. But a fucking Commodore 64 over there, he ain't too bad. Kugasa Hikage. Who's gonna be our SR character? Is it Chizuru? Dude, it's Mass Taimanin. Whoa, her ass is huge. Cool, poison user. And another one. Oh man, the poison is calling to me. They said that what the tower lasts until like what, August 1st or something? Is that it? Or is it August 30th? I can't remember what the date for it is, because if it lasts longer than that, then we could probably make more attempts at it. But obviously I'm a few weeks out from that. Oh dude, there's Nishigeza. The Kikuchi Aoi, that means I maxed her out now. Latiti Belmare. Saya. Who's got his jazz hands over there. Denji with his exploding sugar cubes.
どうしたの？この水着のこと？せっかくの海なんだから楽しまないと損でしょ。
Who could this be? Yes. Fucking awesome. I want her specifically because she's pretty. She's not even that great. Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay, twofer. Going for the twofer. Thunder God Tuofe. Tina, there we go. I've already maxed her out, so that's for fodder. Umiya Mizuki, surprisingly effective. Absolute goated on burn teams. Give her a debuff up. Girl goes crazy. Crackle. Like the streaming service? Crackle? Okay. Another Shizzy. Loving it. She looks so good in this. This is... They don't miss with Shizuru's outfits, to say the least. Man. Man, I love Shizuru. She's so awesome.
タイマニンユリス。
Yes! Oh my god, fantastic.
任務のためだけど。
Well, we got her. We got her, bros. We got her. Look at that smoking sick style over here, Yuri. Fantastic. Oh, that's sick. Beautiful. Just before I ran out. Left it on some good luck. See, that's our reward for hitting 420 on all of our stuff. And we still got them. We still got plenty left over. There we go. We're ready for the next event. Save some. Got some in the tank too. I'm loving it. Well, we can't get any weapons. Oh, right. Let's check what their weapons are. I want to see what they do in the first place. She's blue. I forget. Does she not have one? Yuri Hisui, where are you? Okay, she's got two of them. Boy, they're a lot easier to craft than the other ones. So let's see. Blazing Repose. Wide Arc. Damage increase. Remove shield. Really? Oh, removes protective shield or removes HP shield. Okay. Parasol Thrust affects her 1. Goes from a taunt to taunts all. Ooh, that's dramatically better. Instead of just a fixed 10, well, it's all at a 5, which is much more worthwhile. I like that. What color was Shizuru again? I think she was green. Kurayami. Heartbeat shooter. Cyborg kick. I thought I already had this. I have it like equipped to him actually. She's blue. Okay. Shiranami. So what does this do? Fires an X wave. Oh, she's like a swimsuit berserker Musashi then. Increases by 2% of target's lost HP when attacking. If the target is below 40%, it'll blow them out of the water. That's pretty good. Fires X-shaped volley. Oh, and removes protective shield. So, honestly, the weapon isn't that worthwhile because Rinko should not be removing shield because she's inherently a DPS character in the first place. That's something hopefully you roll for in the future. She's not Mars. She's not Moon either. She ain't Moon. Zetsue. Blue Viper Chaos Servant. Oh, that's right. She's an SR. I forgot. Coral Spine. This looks like a bunch of you know what's put together. Voluptuous Blossom Waltz. Gotta love it. Removes all allies. No debuff power up. Removes one random buff from. Oh, cool. Ooh, wow, that's good. That's nice. For 750, yeah, that's the big boner whip. That's worth it. Treasure Vine affects her passive. So inflicts confusion if there's anybody that with that grants shield. Okay. Ally with lowest HP to an ally with the highest attack. Doable. It works out. But the value of Coral Spine is obviously there. Removes a buff from all enemies after the attack. So it's to being with the the super type for buff. That means it can remove anything it wants to, which is great. That's awesome. That's certainly worth picking up then. I probably could have actually had that today if I didn't crunch it up and make stuff for Eleanor. But I don't care. I'll get those back eventually. Cool. Okay, well, we didn't get to the second part of the event because it rolled poorly. But we did pick up both characters, and that's great. I'm glad I got to cover everything today because I was trying to do it tomorrow, but that would take too long. Thank you for coming by, everybody. That was cool. We had a lot of cool stuff happen today in both games. Talked about everything. It was a good renewal for at least 2 people in AT. And obviously made some pretty good progress here today and talked about the other stuff. Who knows? Maybe next week we could be possibly seeing Anro's gameplay. Who knows? We probably will. But who cares, right? But next week, check it out. Next week we probably got it's going to be a bye week essentially, just probably farming stuff and clearing up other things. But don't forget to like, comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, everybody, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.